Go.
And welcome to Mandalorian Mayhem. My name is Sam, and joining me is...
Hi, my name is Fergie. How is everyone tonight? Sam, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Fergie? You ready to have some mayhem here?
Oh yeah, it looks like it's going to be quite a doozy here.
Yeah, I think we have 6 contestants ready to rock and roll. And I don't think that they've quite decided who's going first yet, but we have, let's see, I'm trying to figure out where everybody is on the board. So at the bottom of the screen is, I think it's Kovanas, and that's Braden in the green fire spray. And then off to the left, we have...
I'll point at him if you want.
Sure. Oh, we have Blackbeard Fett, and that's Liam.
Yes.
And then I don't think we can really see anybody else.
Oh yeah, we can't see the ones on the other side.
You immediately.
But the board is just too large. I think we have a couple people towards the top of the screen, and then I think there's one more on the bottom right of the screen there.
Yeah,
So
they're a little hard to see from this point of view.
So it immediately sucks you in.
I don't think I'm hearing you, Fergie.
Oh really? Not at
Yeah.
all. How about now?
Much better.
Okay, sorry. I just need to get closer to this. Apparently.
Apparently, yes.
My bad.
It's okay.
But yeah, we're missing a couple of the ships there on the top. Kind of sad, but it happens. We'll see
Yeah.
them soon enough.
We had a couple dropouts. I think Asa Graf didn't. He's sick, and then we have Wendy and Jason Scott also were unable to make it.
Yes, that is so sad. I know that Wendy and Jason are always such a treasure to have here. They're great.
Announce a moment of silence for Jason.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to observe our moment of silence for our fallen comrade, Porgwolf, or also known as Jason.
All right, moment of silence for Jason Wolf here. And let's get it on.
All right, let the mayhem begin.
Woo! Hi.
I have spoken.
I don't know if we were able to talk about that. What if some people haven't watched any of the episodes? Sam?
Well, I think this may need
Yeah?
to go up.
Is this better?
I can't hear you very well, so I think I'm turning you up, but I'm not sure. Here, go
Let's
ahead.
see. Is this better?
That's much better. Cool. Yeah, well, I'll try and avoid spoilers from The Mandalorian of the latest episode, but if they haven't seen the first 2 episodes by now,
Did
then
you buy a blackout button already?
Tough luck.
I just donated $35.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh. Okay, so we have some of the players right now just donating more so they can add more upgrades.
yeah, because they had to go out and raise money for that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're all. Is everybody set? Is everybody set?
Sounds like the engines are starting.
I'm initiative 1. You were initiative
We're about
1
to
right
have some
Oh,
action here.
and there's $35 from Rob Beal, or Mr. Fibbles. And I believe his fire spray is in the bottom right of the screen there, just off the screen.
Just off the screen, yeah.
now. You have to be on it.
But the other players who we can't see, there's TK127, who's the reigning champion, and that is Tom. And then we have Bat Mandalorian, which is Paul. And let's see, then there's the Pancreas Pirate with Adam. His fire spray is awesome.
Yes, I wish we could zoom in on it. His pirate is insane. It's just a lot of fun. It's missing a pirate hat, though. Let's see.
I'm flipping it. This box.
Oh, maybe here. Oh, yeah, that'll be better. Okay, let's try this view and see if maybe we can see a little more of the action
Oh, yeah.
from this direction. Oh, you can see the pink tutu.
Yep, and that's TK127.
Yes,
You
yes.
stress. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
So I focus. You can link into an upgrade.
I guess they're starting. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Around the table. So
Someone on the chat is asking us, how much money would it take to outright kill TK127? That is a legit question.
Pretty much gonna move last.
Oh.
And then move first.
Well,
So that's the best
since
star
he
steal
won
upgrade
last year,
+2 hold that he just picked up, Sam.
then I guess you're just going to have to donate all of your money to the other Mandalorians and hope that they take down TK127.
There you go. All of your money.
Yep,
The
all of
fatter
it.
banana.
You know, for the children, right?
But it's for the children, exactly.
For the children.
Does it count if the template hits it?
I'm just
playing around with the small base.
No, you're fine. This one stop. So that will
right.
But if we're good, we're good.
Now I know that.
Just try talking a little bit.
Yeah? Okay. Well, let's see. He's still here. The fatter banana insists that he would like to give him multiple debuffs. I mean, it would take, I think, $55 to get rid of his Palpatine, probably.
Yeah, I don't think there are any debuffs.
There's no debuffs? Damn
It's
it.
just buffing the other players. That's really all you can do.
Yeah, never mind then. I guess he gets to keep his Palp.
But also, we should probably put up what you are donating
That
for.
is true. So at this time, if you want to donate, this is what you would be donating for.
And the link is at the bottom of the screen, bit.ly/Mandalorian Mayhem.
But it works.
All right, so starting from the top, there's a super lock, which basically just gives him a target lock on another ship, which gives, for those of you who don't know what a target lock is, just gives them reroll their attack dice. Shield regen is basically regenning their health. And then there's Hexbot, which is basically these little things that they wind up and let them run around on the board and will wreak havoc on whatever it touches. Then there is the one-time bounty hunter, and the bounty hunters are on the corners of the metal panels, essentially. They're on catty corner from each other. So there's one right here on the screen. It's on the bottom of the screen, right above the bit.ly, and that is one of those random bounty hunters. And then the blackout button, we don't actually know what the blackout button does yet. We have to have someone donate for that blackout button, and then we'll get to see what that does. So if anybody wants to donate $35 for that blackout button, it'd be great. And then we have that last one is a first live donation wins whatever the winner wins. So that's just $50, and that's just basically some swag from Mandalorian Mayhem that is unique to this event only, and that John Conley has cut from his laser cutter.
Yeah. No, those sound great. Let me go ahead and get that off the screen here so you guys can actually see some of the action. And the fatter banana insists that we should tell Tom to pick who he wants to lose to. Tom says that maybe just pick the person that's going to be shooting towards him. How about that? That's going to be an easy one.
They would shoot you. All right. Okay. You're partially out.
Yeah. So let's see. What is going on right now? I guess. Oh, they're setting dials. Cool. Back to dials, as we are known here.
Rip.
The ghost of Back to Dials.
The ghost of Back to Dials.
Yeah.
Really what it is.
Pretty much just the skeleton crew on board right now. With a few ghosts in the background, I guess. Let's see.
What's going on here?
They're just, contemplating which Mayhem to run into first, I guess.
Did my $35 come through?
Yeah, it did.
All right. Well,
Black button, whenever.
You use that at the beginning of a turn. So
Okay.
once dials are set.
Okay, so they're just going over some rules as well. So it's going to be a little sluggish the first couple turns, but
It does until you decide the turn to press it.
as soon as the dials get underway, we'll start getting into some action, and I'm really excited to see that Pancreas Pirate just get destroyed coming down the middle of the board here. I really wonder who's going to win this fight, because it looks like there's going to be 4 fire sprays right in the sort of the bottom right part of the board, because there's TK127, and then there's Kovanus, and then the Pancreas Pirate, and then the Captain Blackbeard Fett. So it's going to be really interesting to see who comes out on top. What do we got going in the chat, Fergie?
So we got somebody asking us, what are the black and white areas of the board representing?
So it doesn't necessarily represent anything. It's just so that the hex bugs that they have, because they're donating, you can donate, it was $25 for a hex bug. And let's see. Nope, $15. I was wrong. But you can donate $15 for a hexbot drop, and the hexbug doesn't really work on the fabric, so that's what those are there for, is so that the hexbugs have somewhere to run around and wreak mayhem. Pun intended.
And I would just like to remind everyone that if you are donating, please make sure to include what you would like to donate towards. So if you're paying for a super lock, make sure to include that, or a hexbot drop. Otherwise, we don't know what the player will be getting. So just make sure to include that in your message, or at least text your player so that they know.
and the name as well of the player.
Yes, the name, please.
Does that mean they have to?
There we go. So now we can actually watch what is going on here.
Yeah, the pirate ship has moved towards the pancreas. He's gonna try to take some insulin from that pancreas pirate.
Yes, it seems like it. Let's take a look here. That pancreas pirate just cracks me up so much, because if you guys happen to know Adam, who is the pilot there, he recently got diagnosed with diabetes. So we have a lot of diabetes inside jokes towards him.
Okay.
And he's embraced it fully.
So the fatter banana. I see that you've given for a blackout, but to who is receiving this blackout?
If that was Rob.
That's not Rob.
Oh.
This is a brand new one.
Somebody else bought a blackout.
Someone bought a blackout.
Ooh, someone bought a blackout.
Ask him in chat. I think he was.
Well, that means it happens now, right?
Well, Fatter Banana's probably listening, so he can get back to us in
That's
the chat.
true. How about Fatter Banana?
That's all it does.
I don't like this. Okay, that's my turn there.
What?
Well, we'll keep an eye on the chat. Make sure we know who's getting the blackout. Or
C3PO says ask to perform a calculate action. Gain a calculate token, and IG says ask to perform a calculate.
we just need who's receiving your donation essentially. Which Mandalorian is getting the donation?
Got it. Yes, Fatter Banana. So if you could tell us, even over chat, which Mandalorian you're going to be giving your donation to, that would be great.
Or you could boost. If you do it at an angle here.
And the names are on the Extra Life page. If
Do I go from the edge?
You can put yourself anywhere in there.
Wherever.
So Fatter Banana says,
Whoever's
whoever's closest to Tom. Let's see
well,
here.
looks like the Pancreas Pirate.
Pancreas
Do I have
Pirate,
to do a
let's
action
give him a little insulin boost. Why not?
And then take your action free.
Yeah.
Free.
You get
Okay,
John,
that's
Conley.
too.
Okay, so
What about me?
Was that?
That they donated to.
Oh, you got a blackout button.
Get a blackout button. Who got a blackout button?
the Pancreas Pirate is very excited, and he thanks you, Banana Man.
Close enough to get it?
Yeah.
I must say, I respect your
Okay. Taking
your
an action
choice
to
of
When you could have
screen names there, because whenever I work at the Wizard's Chest there, I like to wear banana costumes. So respect, mad respect.
Oh,
And I also just want to let you know, Fatter Banana, that, Tom is not amused. The face he made is pretty priceless, so hope you're happy.
oh, yeah.
Wondering how long this donation is going to take.
Yeah, let's see.
It takes a good,
So I have to
10
do my
seconds,
second one now.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can link yourself for a.
It's out of love for the children, of course.
Oh, then we have $50 more dollars for the Pancreas Pirate.
So technically you could
From the Ghost of Back to Dials.
Yep.
Portal, done
For a
with
hit
this,
for a
and
hex
one
spot and
booster
whatever.
to get to that one.
The Ghost
Yep.
of Back to Dials
He has come back from the grave.
to help out Adam with some insulin shots. I guess you can have a lot of candy tonight. It's great.
Well, I wonder if the pancreas wasn't part of the ghost at one point in time.
Oh. You're probably right.
Yeah,
Let's see what else has happened so far in the meantime.
Yeah, that's a good question. Because this is Mayhem, and no one knows.
I don't have a stress.
But it sounds like they're moving towards combat.
Pew pew. About time.
Come on, let's see some dice roll, boys.
Right?
It was for me, so by me probably.
We don't know what it does.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We know what the hex spot is.
Drop it in the center.
I will relay your
Oh,
message.
here goes the
to
hex
everybody.
spot.
Hex spot.
Oh.
Oh, there's a hex spot. Oh my God, look at it go.
Oh, he just hit Braden.
Ooh. And it looks like Corvanus is the first one to get hit.
So that hex bug just went straight for Braden.
The room is dying with
That is
laughter.
amazing.
Put a hex spot in.
You did another one?
I hope everyone got to see that.
Yep, John Conley has a hex spot as well.
So here's the next hex spot. Get ready for it. Oh, who will it choose this time?
Oh my God. Oh my God. He's still going. Oh, he's done.
Okay.
He's done. Oh, no, he's
nope,
going.
nope.
He's still going. Look at that hex
Oh
spot
my
go.
God, this is hilarious.
That's amazing. Oh,
There
ah,
it is.
there
There
it
it
is.
is.
It got Band Mandalorian right in the booty.
Poor Paul.
No, I was 6. I just
Oh, he
did
didn't
my
see
move.
it.
He took a hex bug to the butt.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fire on.
What range are you in?
I guess they just take an automatic 1 damage when that happens.
Fun. So see, there you go. If you want to go ahead and put more
Is it
hex
2 damage?
spots on the
It's 2
board,
damage. I
make
stand
sure
corrected.
to donate $15. $15 per hex box drop, and you get to choose which one of the trays you want. The black one on the left, the white one in the middle, or the black one on the right. So that'll make things more interesting. So if you want to see more hex spots, make sure to pay $15.
Yeah, that being said, this event is very unique in that you can directly affect what's happening on the table just from paying a slight fee.
But it's for the children,
Well,
you know?
yes.
All for a great cause. You'll feel better about it tomorrow.
They want another.
Natty.
Oh, I hear natties.
Someone
Natties
got
have
natties.
rolled.
That chip twice.
We should change the camera angle and
Yeah.
get a better view on these dice rolls.
Let's try this view.
I mean, I
I
guess
just did.
he's just gonna move him whenever he feels like. Okay. Yeah, that works too. Yep.
It looks like they're moving that bounty hunter.
All right.
Just gets a free move.
Then is it?
Then it's
Brandon?
mine.
No, Paul's. Yeah.
Sounds like Paul, and the Batmandalorian is going to take a
Oh,
shot.
he's firing back.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot back at you because I did not like that.
Okay, so that's at Mr.
That
Fibble.
seems fine.
We are
Alright,
finally
we're gonna
rolling some
spend the
dice.
green token to
Uh,
reroll these
uh,
later,
uh.
though.
Oh, money.
And then I'm gonna spend a calculator.
Oh, look at that. 3 hits off of his cheeky little upgrades that he
Nailed
got
it.
rerolls. Oh, poor Mr. Fibble.
Take 2.
Very cheeky.
So Mr. Fibble took 2. And Bruce Wayne just donated to the Batmandalorian for a shield upgrade.
Yes! Thank you, Bruce Wayne.
Or basically a shield regen. Shield upgrade. About the same, right? Yeah,
Right,
totally.
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
That guy's
Bruce Wayne.
a dweeb.
He's no more a dweeb than you are, John.
Totally not Batman or Bruce Wayne. Definitely not.
All right, anyone else?
This is pretty great. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. But yes,
I spent $10.
like I don't know how many of you could hear Paul, but you know, he didn't just pay that for himself. No way. He would never do that for the Batmandalorian. No.
Although I did get a
Are you sure? How
But actually,
sure?
fun story. So earlier today, Paul, the Batmandalorian, kept IMing John Conley, you know, about the rules of this game and what he was allowed to do and what not allowed to do. And Conley gave him one rule, which was don't break the game.
That's hard to do.
It's hard to do, but that's probably why you keep hearing Tom in the background yelling, "Paul broke the game," trying to get him disqualified. So Just kind of trying to fill in everyone of why you're hearing that. Pretty funny.
It looks like the Pancreas Pirate is taking a shot.
I wonder if the
Looks
other
like
camera
2
would be better.
crits.
Let's try this other camera.
So then it looks like Tom, or TK127, is defending. Oh, and he spends the Force because he has Palpatine and Vader on that pink fire spray.
And he's giving the Mandalorian crap about breaking the game. Very suspicious here.
I agree. The Force just breaks the game in general. He forces it to happen.
Oh gosh. Are we gonna start another pun stream? Is that what the peoples want?
I don't know. We'll see what the chat says.
So the chat right now, somebody's asking, it's Dan Arnold 315. So who do we want to beat Tom?
Well,
who do we indeed? Let's see. I'm not sure. I guess anybody that's near him right now would probably be a good candidate.
Yeah, so it looks like the Pancreas Pirate is in the best position to tangle with Tom.
This is true. So maybe donate to Pancreas Pirate.
Because Blackbeard Fett, which is the other one to the left of that yellow Pancreas, he's flying away from Tom. Not that Tom couldn't chase him, but, you know, I mean, we don't know from one turn to the next where he's going to be.
They didn't like that you.
So it's going to be difficult to decide necessarily on who takes Tom down. You know, who's going to get the last punch in on Tom? Or is he going to win again? That's the real question.
Exactly. I guess we will see today. It seems like we're going through the opposite route today, though, and instead of having him win, all of his followers are trying to make him lose. It's pretty great.
It's definitely a change of pace.
Yes, it is. Not what we expected at all today. And right now they're arguing about having to share dice. Because apparently someone's dice are better than others. So now they're sharing those ones in the middle, in case people were curious.
All dice are not equal.
This is true. If anybody's played a game against Sam Shepik here,
No.
they would know.
Nah.
Sam's dice, it's a real thing.
I should have just given him my dice, then there wouldn't be any complaining.
That's fair, yeah. They just have perfect rolls every time.
That's a myth. If I had perfect rolls every time, I'm pretty sure I would have won Worlds more than once.
Fair. They were taking a break, that's all.
Yeah, they went out on lunch and didn't let me know. But
oh yes, of course. Let me bring up those donation items so that everyone can see them. So it's. Do you want to go through them again one more time, Sam?
Sure. So we have the Super Lock at $10, and that just gives the player a target lock on a certain fire spray that they want, and basically that just allows them to re-roll all of their dice. Then the next one on the list, that Shield Regen, is basically extra health. And they just regen one. They can only have one of those per turn. So if somebody puts in one and then another person puts in another one for the same person, then it's only going to be one per turn. So you'll have the second one happen the following turn. If I'm pretty sure I made that really confusing, but you know what? We'll just have fun. And then the next item is the Hexbot drop, and you get to designate which metal tray that it starts on, and basically we just let it run loose, and it will, if it hits the fire spray, it'll deal 2 damage to the fire spray.
Wow, 2 damage. I didn't know that. That's pretty intense.
Those Hexbots are really fun. We saw one earlier that I think it tagged Mandalorian for 2.
Yes,
that was
it did.
Pretty lame. But then we also have the one-time hire a bounty hunter, and there's a couple bounty hunters flying around the edge of the board. They're both outside of the tray areas. They're kind of difficult to see them. Yeah, but we'll point them out if we ever see them. Then there's basically the bounty hunters. You hire them, and then they'll shoot at somebody. And then the blackout button. Did somebody use their blackout button yet?
No, they haven't actually. So we have 2 blackout buttons pending, but we actually still don't know what they do. So It's something fun that we'll figure out what will happen. But basically, you choose which Mandalorian you want it to go towards.
Right.
Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I have no idea.
And then we have a $50 donation for the first live donation wins what the winner wins. So I guess that's just basically you're getting swag for whatever the winner wins of this event.
Right.
And I don't know if that has been taken yet. I think Conley did $50, but I don't think he wants his own stuff back because he can just carve his own stuff. So I'm sure that that's still open.
Right, yeah. I haven't seen anything like that happen yet, but let me switch the camera here now that people are moving.
Let's see, so who was moving last? That's always the thing with this event is it's always crazy and you can never tell what's going on.
Stress the
It's
target
always just plain mayhem.
Let's see.
Like the worst possible
What is going on
I
now?
really want to know where that pancreas is going. Oh, and then we have a $50 Brian Krantz donation.
Yay, thank you, Brian Krantz, for your $50 donation.
The only question I have for you is, who is it for?
Or do you care?
That's the other thing. I guess we could just roll a dice and see who gets this $50.
But Brian Krantz, if you're listening, if you could log into the chat and maybe let us know who is this $50 donation going towards and what is it for? We would love to know.
We could also maybe check the Extra Life page.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because it's open on one of those
Our
tabs there.
mistake. Give me one
Don't worry.
second.
It's fine. It's an easy mistake. I just thought about it just now. So we'll see if he typed in the message.
Yeah, you can choose.
Yeah, we need to probably reload.
I need to move first.
Oh, right.
Let's see what is going on.
No, you don't.
Oh, they're arguing about who's going first. Oh,
So, yeah.
D. Arnold, the $100, 2 bounty hunters, and 5 shield regents. Regents.
That's hilarious. So Tom's own brother wants to see him go down. He just hired
Pancreas
2
pirate.
bounty hunters and those 5 shield regents for the
Wow.
Pancreas Pirate. Man, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Right now we're relaying it to the players and everyone's cracking up at the moment.
5 shield regions and 2 pirates.
I didn't lost anything yet.
There's 2 bounty hunters coming after Tom.
Oh, I guess 1 per turn.
So what, the condition he said
That he said he bought 2 bounty hunters
to go after Tom.
and then 5 shield regents for the pancreas.
Yeah, so that's dang.
That's
somebody.
hilarious.
Somebody wants TK127 dead.
Yeah. Seriously,
Why you guys
Dan.
gotta
D.
be all
Arnold
beaten up on
315.
Well, that's his brother. Is that his brother who plays for the Saints?
I believe so.
Yeah, yeah. He's
So I got another upgrade.
Yeah.
But don't quote me on that. I'm not sure.
it's awesome though.
After doing a boost?
Oh.
I actually enjoy watching the Saints play. They're always fun to watch.
And he just follows around you. He
Wow,
always
that
has
seems
this
to work out
thing
pretty well for you.
Oh boy, here comes Pirate Blackbeard against the Pancreas Pirate. So we're gonna have pirate on pirate action here. One could say it's pirated.
You get another
If
bounty.
a hex bug hits them, they're toast. Yeah.
You're supposed to be going after that guy.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see here.
There.
Whoa. Oh, I guess that ship that just got put in the middle of the board is just Adam's escape ship. I don't know why it's in the middle of the board, but he put it in there. And the claim to fame with Adam is that he puts googly eyes on literally everything.
Adam, what's your upgrades? Do we know about?
Let's see. Oh, wow. Tom got all the way on the other side of the board? Oh, I guess those green circles are wormholes, I think.
Wait, no, you got
Oh,
it.
that makes sense. So that's how the Pancreas Pirate got over there.
Okay.
Sad day. Maybe he can still get back over to TK127.
Well, he's also got 2 bounty hunters helping him, too. So
That's fair. We'll see how long TK127 remains on the board here.
Probably not long. Daniel throwing $100 at.
Yeah, so we're
Tom said probably not long. Thanks, Dan.
Tom is salty.
He sounds a little salty. You're
I-
not wrong, Sam.
I
I think his
need
brother's
to,
going to be happy right
I
now.
need to go get some peanuts.
Good per round, right? Yeah, for like 5 rounds. For 5 rounds. But I haven't lost anything yet.
Is that in between
Okay, so
maneuvers?
I think everyone's done moving.
More one straight.
Convenient.
So I think the previous $50 that was donated, I think that's BK All Day 79 here.
Okay.
And he says that they were for Hexbot drops, which is amazing.
Oh my
Because that is
god.
definitely something that we want to see more
Okay,
of.
so then since there's let's see, $15 for one hexbot, so that's 3 hexbot drops
Okay.
plus $5 extra.
Plus $5 extra. That's
Okay,
right.
so did you inform Conley or should
No,
I?
I didn't, but I can do it real quick. Give me 1 second. He was just busy with something at the
Sure.
moment.
If you go to donations there. Sweet.
Okay, so one moment.
All right. Is that it?
Okay, so maybe everybody's moved now.
All?
I can't shoot. I'm on a rock.
Oh!
Yeah, literally like the worst thing.
Come on, Bat Mandalorian. He's on a rock. He got rocked. So, for those of you who don't know, if they're on one of these obstacles, namely a asteroid, there's a couple obstacles that aren't asteroids. But if you're on an asteroid, you cannot fire. So, Bat Mandalorian, which is that black one, sort of about in the middle of the screen there, he is overlapping an asteroid with his base, so he cannot fire at anyone. Namely, that fire spray that's sitting right in front of him.
Yes, and right now they're actually trying to figure out where the hex spots are going. And it seems like they might be going over to TK127's spot.
Oh no!
Oh.
Go away!
So let's see what happens here. There's a hex spot. Oh, there's another one.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. There's 3 of them. The Mayhem.
This one hit you? How does he respond?
Wow.
This one's
Those
stuck.
hex bots. So, I guess they're...
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Just let him do anything. You guys can carry on with your game.
You'll get out of there.
Wow, that hex spot.
I don't know. That
It's
hex
stuck
bot
there.
that looks... That was crazy.
How
I really don't
fun
think
is
he's getting
that?
out.
I don't know if that hex bug's going to make it out of there.
I'm pretty sure it's stuck.
Well, it's the 5 that you're going to shoot at.
Okay, so they're going in order for shooting. Adam is next. So the Pancreas Pirate, who's yellow, is shooting. He's on the left black plate.
Oh, yeah, before.
Oh, right.
So he's measuring.
I need a shield.
Oh, yeah, we have a bomb. So there's a bomb that's going off. It's destroying an obstacle. And if anybody's range 1 of that obstacle, they're taking a damage. So there's the bomb. That is... They're debating whether or not it gets removed or not. Because this is a slightly different rule set for this game than traditional X-Wing. So it does remove the obstacle, and now it's going to hit Captain Blackbeard, Fett, for a damage. God, that sound is just agonizing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll do it.
we have another donation from
look at
Bruce
that.
Wayne.
Bruce Wayne trying to support himself and try to keep
Another
himself alive.
shield regen for you, Paul.
You're shooting Liam.
Okay, I think there was another donation before the Bat Mandalorian one as well that I missed. Do you mind switching
Oh, yeah.
back?
Let's take a look real quick.
Whoa!
We should reload. No, I guess not. Maybe not.
Now you have 3 shields. No shields.
Oh, that's annoying how it keeps going back.
Yeah. It keeps making us go back there. But yeah, I
Okay,
think that was the
I
latest
guess
one.
that is it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So then that was the last donation. I thought I saw another one. I guess I'm just seeing things. I mean, this is Mayhem after all. I'm pretty sure it's hard to keep track of just about anything that's going on.
The hex bug, if you're shieldless, just
Let's
take
take a look here.
Let's see. So, shall we switch to the other camera?
Yes, let's see what they're up to over here. And then while we're doing that, you can also go ahead and take a look at how you can donate here.
Remember, if you give any of those donations, it'll pop up on my screen here, and definitely leave a little message in the message box for who you're giving it to and what it's for. Otherwise, it will be mayhem for the announcers. But, you know, I mean, that's kind of to be expected, so...
Yeah, well, that's why I was like, I gotta tone him down already.
I guess
Take a look.
we're rolling some
We're rolling
dice.
dice here, so let me get this off the screen.
So it looks like Pancreas Pirate lost a shield.
Which I'll regen it back next turn.
Oh,
Regen triggers.
did you tell John about the $5?
Oh, like, just like in bank?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Once per turn. Boom.
Okay, once per turn. Here we go.
Once per turn.
Boom. Back up to full. We need to kill
okay, so that's just being moved. That is one of the bounty hunters that got moved. That's moving around and are helping the Pancreas Pirate currently.
That one?
It's a bounty hunter.
Yeah, they're making sure we stay in the
Okay, so TK127's taking a shot into the Mandalorian. That traitor, not at his post. He's here at the Mandalorian Mayhem. The Empire is most displeased.
Heroic, of course.
Oh my god. So some upgrades are proccing, some dice are being rolled, and it looks like the Mandalorian takes nothing. One shield.
I took one shield.
One
Full
shield.
That
shield.
Mandalorian.
Oh, I should have baited you.
You should have. A missed opportunity.
Tom missing his opportunities. Man, that's just going to add to the salt train.
Right? I wish I could zoom into Tom's face right now. It's pretty priceless. He seems pretty salty today.
Well, you know,
I wonder why.
when your brother is hating on you, you know.
Oh, he answered for me. He says that when your brother drops $100 against you, it can put you in a mood.
Well, I know I have seen the latest episode, but we're trying to avoid spoilers today for those who haven't, since it is the first day that it has been out. But feel free to chat about the first two, because they are still glorious episodes.
This is fair, and it is Mandalorian Mayhem, so, and we're all pretty stoked about that show as well. But Asa, no spoilers. Asa Graf, we're talking to you. We see you on chat here. I know you're sick.
I will find you.
Well, you know where you live. Oh, there's more dice being rolled. Let's see here.
3, wow.
Wow.
No rerolls,
Everyone's
no
picking
nothing.
up
Oh,
that
and
Mandalorian
blanks. So he's, heroic procs again. Oh, he takes
Wow.
2. So that Mandalorian could have taken a lot more damage there.
I only took one shield from you. I had 3. You were at fault? No, so that's 1, 2, 3 shields.
They're debating how many shields he's been taking now.
I had 1 shield down because I bought another
Bat
shield.
Mandalorian here. I guess no one's been paying attention that he's been regenerating shields this entire time as Bruce Wayne. At the very moments that he needs to. How convenient. But it's for the children.
It's so suspicious.
Very suspicious, but you know, for the children.
3 hits.
Oh, another 3 coming out from Mr. Fibble. Mr. Fibble is also shooting the Mandalorian. Heroic has procced 3 times this round alone.
Yikes.
Not face up.
Are you sure the bounty wasn't towards him? Because that's sure how it seems like
Seems
it right
like
now. everyone's
everyone's just trying to shoot the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He's the hero.
I don't think I get put on the rock.
Well, I guess the hero is supposed to overcome
Adam and I didn't shoot you.
the most horrific odds.
Oh, we got a funny thing here from D. Arnold 315. If Tom wears a matching tutu, I'll regen his shields. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to tell him this. One moment.
Fast enough to move out. You could have saved it. So you'll drop those.
They're explaining rules right now, so I gotta wait a little bit until I tell him.
And it looks like they're back to dials. Oh, and we
Yep.
get some more.
We have some hex spots. Well, they're setting dials. Let's see where they're going.
Oh, TK127.
Get him.
Oh.
Twice.
Oh,
Was that 2
jeez.
times? Was that 4 shields?
I
No,
think it's
just once.
I think it just counts for 1.
Just counts for once, in case you guys were curious. But let me go ahead and tell Tom. Tom, when your brother says,
You're good.
if Tom wears a matching tutu, he will regen all those shields back.
Yeah, well, Tom's response is he doesn't have a matching tutu, which, you know, shame on him for not coming prepared to the
Seriously.
mayhem that is ensuing right now.
I am really ashamed of Tom right now. He should know better. He didn't wear. First, he doesn't wear a Star Wars shirt. Let's go there.
Suka!
And then now we find out he doesn't have a matching tutu on hand. Like, what does he think this is? Amateur hour?
That's the shame.
Gosh,
The
yeah.
absolute shame.
Yes.
This is why he didn't make it to the NFL.
Oh.
Burn.
Oh.
I just got wrecked by like 6 people.
Poor Mandalorian. I mean, this round, he got shot by 3 guys. And then you've got the Pancreas Pirate and Captain Blackbeard Fett just sort of on the other side of the map, just kind of, chilling, while the other 4 are just having fun with each other.
This is true.
And just a reminder, if you go to bit.ly/Mandalorian Mayhem, you can donate to Extra Life. And when you do, you should put the name of your recipient's Mandalorian or real name and tell us what you want them to receive. And the options are listed here on the screen. If you need an explanation on any of them, feel free to message in the chat, and we can give you an explanation on some of these.
Oh, look at that. Looks like we got it incoming.
Skywalker Dad. TK127 gets 1 reroll. Sweet. Let me extra stuff too. So let me get John.
Also, I'm pretty sure Daniel is now Adam's sponsor, right?
Yay! Yeah, he is. Because he dropped $50.
lands right there.
Oh, so was he wanting to buy
John.
sponsor?
Oh, that's
if
all
he
right.
gets
Separate.
Oh,
Okay,
never mind.
50 separate.
What's that?
There's another donation here.
Skywalker Dad. TK127 gets a reroll, a roll, and a what the?
I think
Wow,
that was
that's
from-
very
that was from
specific.
last year. Those are all the things from last year.
Oh.
Or maybe it's the target lock.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You could give him.
Target
Yeah,
lock,
it's $10.
two shield regens.
Reroll. Man, that's quite the order.
That is quite the order.
Literally the exact same thing.
I mean,
Are we good to go?
So I
just
think
dropped the ball.
Blackout button.
so. The
No,
rerolls are
blackout
the
button
super
fixed.
locks. So $10 for 1 super lock. You gave us 50.
well, he also wanted a bounty on Mandalorian. I don't know if people saw that last part.
Right, because the bounty is from last year. I don't think we're
We're not doing bounties this year?
unless it's what the one-time hire a bounty hunter.
I think that's what he meant.
Right,
I could
right,
be
right,
wrong,
right.
though.
So why don't we go with that? Let's see, it was $50.
I did not. I did not.
So I need another Mando upgrade here. I'm gonna link and get 3 calculators. Yeah. Okay.
So Jeff just upgraded the bounty hunters, so they have a turret now.
Oh, great.
Nice. Full turret.
Great. Old school turret. Yeah.
All right.
I need a
Oh, so
Mandalorian upgrade here.
they're changing the rules a little bit. Looks like the bounty hunters that are on the outside edge of the board are getting a turret, where they basically just shooting 360, so they can shoot in any direction they want.
Yeah. See, TLTs. I should have had that at the beginning, and I would have done it.
You should make some TLTs just for fun.
So
Old school.
The game was already going to take you over very quickly.
So we do have someone here asking, Jay Johnson, 111.
Oh, that's
Hi,
John, probably. What's up?
He is asking, what happens at $50, Sam?
I don't want to take a 4.
So the $50 donation, if you're the first person to do a live donation, you win what the winner wins, which is, I honestly don't know what swag the winner gets, but I believe it's templates and some other stuff. Not quite clear. They didn't fill me in on that part. Maybe I should find out.
And we'll have to look through the donations, but I think that has already taken place, actually.
Hard and just like back and forth.
Hey, Braden, Paul's just doing a one hard.
Braden. Yeah, just snake down the whole side.
The $50 donation, what is that for?
So we got someone on the chat
Like
saying $50 to whoever beats.
So it's like that's
Tom has a
the
$50
last
bounty on
thing
it.
on the list,
Real life bounty.
where it's, you win with the...
It's not gonna
Yeah,
be
so
long.
assuming that
I'm down to
sponsor plays
5
Star
hours.
Wars,
I'm down with it.
so the
And people
top
are
2 people
spending
get a
money
mat,
on water.
so they would get a mat.
Seems fair.
I mean, your dad's
Alright,
trying to
great.
Essentially
steal
buy
you.
them the same
Your dad's
prize.
trying to steal you, you know.
Oh,
He's on your side.
Your dad did this. Your dad used last year's stuff.
Oh, okay.
And he was
So, like,
like,
somebody
he was like, one
sponsors
2-year-old, 2 added results, 2
Then
temporary
and Adam
shields.
wins the
It's like,
entire
no,
thing,
that's
and he chooses a
wrong
mat as
team.
his prize. I'll ship
Did
them
he
a
not
custom mat.
So they have to basically put in the box that they're sponsoring.
So it looks like in the meantime while we're doing that, we got another one Tim
Pancreas pirate
saying
for the most part.
TK127 is dumb,
Everyone wants.
and I can't get myself to say the second part. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Tim,
Sorry,
everyone
Tim.
loves TK127
It's
is
a
dumb.
lie, and you know it.
Colorado is dumb.
Why would you write that on there?
So sad. Tim said that.
Okay, so it sounds like the $50 donation, if you have to sponsor a Mandalorian.
Oh no!
So you get to choose which Mandalorian you want to sponsor. You say you're sponsoring him in your $50 donation, and then if the Mandalorian wins that you've sponsored, then you will get a playmat. And there's they posted pictures of the playmats in the Facebook group, but I don't have access to those pictures or a way to show them.
And automatically take it in.
1 plus whatever you roll.
Yeah,
Alright,
and
so
you can't.
I need a damage.
Oh, and it looks like we're rolling over a mine.
I think so. If you roll crit results, it doesn't do it. I think it does.
No, it does.
So TK127 is hitting a mine. So he takes
Uses this.
an automatic damage, and then he's going to roll some dice, and he's going to get whatever he rolls.
I'm gonna use Emperor. I'm gonna use. What do you have? 3 health left? 4 health left? Did you grab one of those? 4?
Asa just wants to point out that he gave $50 to the Pancreas Pirate.
You have shield reach.
Was this earlier?
Yes.
Okay, yes, this was earlier, Asa.
What did Tom get?
So basically,
$50 of stuff.
basically the
Take your pick. Is that what they're doing?
Well, he's so
I guess it's a separate donation where you have to specifically say you're sponsoring him, is what I got from Braden, but I'm not.
I need some shields.
It's kind of fuzzy because that's what he said. I don't think it's part of just a previous donation that you gave.
Okay, so you go super lock on Braden. Yeah. Alright.
And then we have Don Johnson asking a list of the players. Yes, there's a list of the players if you go over to the link to donate.
Yeah, so
just scroll down.
bit.ly/Mandalorian Mayhem.
Yes, you will see the list of the players there and what they're flying and their backstories, actually.
Yeah, so if you, there's 3 tabs on that page, and if you choose the home page, I believe it shows, you'll have to scroll down a little bit, but it'll show it.
Yeah, it's fine. You can get the
And I do want to mention that the Batman DeLorean would like some shield regions. Basically begging for them, so if anybody wants to
there
donate
goes
on his behalf, please feel free.
Alright, guys. Liam has 10 holes.
change your primary target. It's easy.
Nobody's attacked Blackbeard Ben at all. 10 holes left on his ship, so now they're trying to gang up against him. Kind of mean, in a way.
I mean, they are Mandalorians, and this is Mayhem.
Adam, what are you doing?
I was almost going to say the phrase, but I'm not going to because it's tonight's episode. You're welcome, people.
She has spoken.
No spoilers of tonight's episode.
There's already been spoilers.
You're a spoiler.
All this thing's coming through the board.
There is some mad talk on the table right now. They're all just hating on each other. It's very refreshing.
This seems unnecessary.
It is. Let's see here. All these movements. I think we need more fun stuff on the board, you know? Like, what about those hex spots? Anybody want to put more hex spots on the board? Leave it up to random luck to see who gets hit?
Roughly.
I think those are the funnest ones so far.
Yeah, that's been really hilarious.
Again, if you want to put hex spots on the board, it's just $15 per hex spot.
And you only need 1.
See, and I believe the Pancreas Pirate just touched the middle, and they're trying to figure out where he goes, I guess.
Put it there and
Commissioned though.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, so okay, yep. So he teleported from one place to another.
He did get charged with assaulting you, Tom.
Oh boy. Oh, and then he gets to move out. So he'll be right next to TK421. He's gonna go Tom hunting here.
Yeah, or you fail to boost intention.
So 3 boosts.
So
So Tom is in trouble.
Dan, your donations are coming to fruition here. Because that Pancreas Pirate is bearing down on TK127.
You got to win on my dollar.
Whoa, look at that.
Okay. Tom might be in trouble here.
Oh, this might be TK127's end.
25 or 30.
Is he missing a lot of his health?
I think he only has 3 whole left.
Oh boy.
How many whole do you have left?
Oh, they're there.
Yep, I can
He's got 3.
confirm.
Tom's got 3.
He only has 3
If
whole left and
only
1
he
shield.
had that pink tutu.
So here's 3.
Then
Use the blackout.
What? I don't have a blackout.
Oh, it's
Nailed it.
Rob
Did
has
somebody give me a blackout?
no.
No. Rob has a blackout.
No, they did not.
Yeah, that blackout still hasn't been used.
Which is terrifying.
Why
Yeah, it's
haven't we
true.
seen it
We
yet?
need to see the blackout.
Come on, guys.
Shooty time.
You're Mandalorians, right?
Starting with Adam.
All right.
Adam's pew pew shooting time.
Alright.
Well, unfortunately, they are going to have to wait till the beginning of next round to use the blackout.
Choice. Your hull cannot take damage this turn.
Oh, okay.
Still, why wouldn't you do it? Like, come on.
He has no shield.
Okay.
Fun.
That was the only person Tom could shoot.
Sounds like Tom is rolling some dice here. He's going to shoot somebody.
And then I'm gonna use my
Or no, this must be Adam.
grade.
I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Adam,
This so the
yes.
Pancreas Pirate is taking his shot into TK127.
If you're choosing, then discard this card.
Oh,
4
he's using a Mando grade. Oh my God.
Oh, somebody's making a donation.
No,
Oh.
he shot
Yep,
for
Dan Arnold.
Shot for
Paul
Lockout.
gets a shield regen and a hex bot.
And a hex bot?
And a hex
And
bot.
no.
It says,
wants to add a hex bot.
oh yeah, we're adding a hex bot.
Adding a hex bot.
From Dan
So,
again. And I got a shield regen.
I'm dying.
Tom died.
oh, and Tom's dead.
Oh no, Tom is
The
dead.
Wicked Witch is dead.
Daniel gets to donate the choice free time.
Well, Daniel, your efforts were not in vain. TK127 did die.
Oh no.
Oh, and here's the hex bot.
And the hex bot's coming. Overkill! Overkill! It is.
Sorry if I overloaded the mic there. It was very unexpected how that hex bot just touched Tom and just overcooked him, so to speak.
And so the Fatter Banana, to answer your question of who killed Tom, it was the pancreatic pirate who got to do the kill shot on Tom, in case you were curious.
Yeah, he's that yellow fire spray that's off to the right of the pink fire spray, because the
That's
pink
right.
fire spray is TK127, Pancreas Pirate is Adam.
So I hope Tom's whole family is happy. You have succeeded in making him the first one to lose tonight.
The last one out last time and the first one to die this time.
Right? You guys are quite the family. I love it. This is great.
So if you give him,
Oh, you forgot the palp too.
so specifically in a $50 a singular $50 donation, you say you sponsor him, and then if he wins, then you will get an X-wing playmat. So it depends on if you want that playmat, Dan. I don't know if you play X-wing, but if you do, then that would be the donation for you.
TK127 says Colorado is dumb because Tom lives there.
Paul.
I'm the last.
Oh, yeah.
I was number one. I can't shoot. So it's Liam is close. Tom's dead. So it's great.
Anyone?
So TK127. God, I swear, if Colorado is dumb, then
I think you're the 6th. He shot, so yeah.
Yeah, so I was first. So we're going.
So much hate. So much hate for Tom. Hope you guys are happy. He looks so cute tonight, by the way. I wish I could share the picture. He's wearing a tiara to match his pink tutu. Fire spray. I wish I could show the picture here on the chat, but it won't let me. Maybe I'll put it up on the Mandalorian Mayhem event on Facebook.
If Adam doesn't win,
That would be a good idea.
I think Tom would allow
I
that.
think that'd be a good tribute.
Right?
Nailed it.
Somebody's rolling dice.
Start cheering down some of that hole.
Oh, it looks like Captain Blackbeard Fett, which is the pirate ship on the left side of the board. He's in between the white and black paneling there on the left side, and it sounds like he's going to finally take some damage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, were you knocked out immediately?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
They're just commenting on how Tom got knocked out immediately.
Yay.
Oh,
Nobody can believe it still.
Tom then. Yeah, it's gonna go to Toys for Tots. Is where it's gonna go.
Is it me?
Okay.
Yeah, because I was Braden, so you did me.
Firing on Liam. I need some dice.
Oh, more shots coming in on Blackbeard Fett. Mr. Fibble this time is going to take a shot.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'll spend that focus.
Sounds like 2 hits.
Two hits.
2 hits.
5.
Oh.
Where do I get to go?
Almost. 1 hit.
So, Pancreas Pirate, you got another $50.
Oh my
The,
god.
the Pancreas Pirate has earned his Beskar.
Oh
So
man.
That means Dan is now my sponsor.
Dan is now your sponsor.
Thank
So,
you, Dan, for sponsoring the
for
pancreatic
the
pirate.
children.
For the children.
For the
And
children.
against Tom.
Because we are donating to Extra Life for those children at the local children's hospital here in Denver, Colorado, which is why Denver doesn't suck.
No, it does not, Tim. I don't know why you're so salty with Denver. Just because Tom sucks sometimes.
Oh,
doesn't
and
mean
then
that
the
Colorado does.
fatter banana gives another $50 to
Oh.
the Pancreas Pirate is just loaded right now.
Wow.
Just
What?
for reasons.
I mean, it must be producing insulin, I guess, contrary to Adam's pancreas.
I just want to say this is Adam's first time playing in the Mandalorian Mayhem.
No, he played last year too.
Last year?
He did
Oh,
play
sorry.
last
He
year.
played last year
He
too.
was one of the first ones to get knocked out last year, as I recall.
But he did say that he's happy he made the right call of shooting Tom first.
Yep.
It has-
So I guess the Fatter Banana and Dan Arnold have sponsored the Pancreas Pirate.
Right.
So they are both.
Oh, the CB.
Let's see. We should. Do you mind pulling up the Extra Life page and see if the Fatter Bananas donation is got anything else tagged along with it? Just get wrecked. Okay.
Love, Ryan.
Excellent. Well, there's 2 sponsors for the Pancreas Pirate, and if anybody else wants to sponsor, it's just a $50 donation and then just naming them as your sponsor. So far, 2 sponsors for the Pancreas Pirate and no sponsors for anybody else.
Yes.
And there are listings. I will list them off again really quick because I do have notes here. So who we have left is we have Paul and the Mandalorian. And then we have Rob, also known as Mr. Fibble. We have Adam, Pancreas Pirate. He is getting all the love tonight. Then we have Brayton, who's Kovanas. And then Blackbeard Fett. And that is Liam. And also to note that Liam has also decided to donate his ship to the highest donator who donates to him for upgrades as well.
Oh, wow. That's really nice of you, Liam.
So if you want that pirate ship
Oh, wow, we got another one.
Okay.
sponsoring Mandalorian, counter the Pancreas Pirate.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so
We've got an intergalactic battle here, boys. Let's see here.
it is absolute
So
mayhem.
Mandalorian, we just got sponsored.
Uh-oh.
So you can beat the pancreatic pirate.
Uh-oh.
Just sponsored you.
John
John
Johnson.
Johnson.
All right. Well, thank you, John, for that $50 donation to the mayhem that is Mandalorian.
Down, or
Oh man, John! It looks like you have someone against you, even on chat right now. It's getting pretty heated here.
He has spoken. Oh, Tom's favorite ant's the pancreas pirate. Who needs a working pancreas anyway? That's just pure gold right there.
Amazing. So
Adam.
much love for Adam.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Adam wasn't able to attend last year. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
He was planning. Maybe I was thinking of the year before.
Because he was actually dying.
Yeah, he
His
was.
pancreas was literally not working.
It wasn't working. Yeah.
At that time.
Yes. I mean, it still isn't.
It still isn't. That's right. That's right. But we do what we can with this money. This money's not going to Adam's pancreas. I just want to go ahead and clarify that. It is still going to the children.
First of all,
But we are helping his pancreatic pirate trip at this time with all these donations. Thank you, Tom's favorite aunt.
Spin the bomb style. Okay. I have a super lock.
No,
So,
just
it's probably. I don't. I'll just. So I just got a super lock. Where do I choose? What's yours?
All right. So that Adam is so excited right now. It's not even funny. He's pumped.
Where's yours?
Yeah, you're in the system. Yes.
Oh yeah, Adam is really happy that he made the right choice of trying to defeat Tom right away.
Yes.
next thing I'm gonna do.
He took a risk and it has paid off.
I mean, he did get sponsored to do just that. So.
So it looks like they're almost done putting dials down. So I'll switch to the other screen here in a bit. And I'm also.
They're dropping a bomb.
Oh, they're dropping a bomb. Okay, I gotta switch now.
Oh, another proximity mine. So if someone rolls over that, they take an automatic damage, and then they get to roll 2 extra dice and take whatever damage they roll off the dice. And it looks like the pancreas pirate could roll over that quite easily if he decides to chase Mr. Fibble.
No, it's regular straight booster barrel roll for medium and large.
And Mr. Fibble is the middle fire spray on the top there with the bomb. And I guess Tom is technically still on the board with his TIE fighter. Technically speaking.
Oh, it's a bomb.
It's a bomb.
So if he runs into something, it blows up.
He blows up and takes, what, 2 damage?
Or I think if you range 1, you blow up. But I think if you run into somebody, they just die. Or you just blow up.
I'm trying to get some rules clarification on what the bomb does.
Yeah.
What does the bomb do? Which bomb?
The TIE fighter.
The TIE fighter bomb. Oh, the suicide pod.
In 3 rounds, it blows up.
It's the
And everybody
what's
at
that
range
little
one
escape
Oh, it's
pod?
the escape pod. Okay.
So it's range 1.
Yeah.
Does it crit?
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like it does a crit after 3 rounds. It will just automatically do damage to whoever is close to it. For those savvy enough to know ranges of X-Wing, it's range 1. Looks like Skywalker Dad has given the Pancreas Pirate
Right into the
another $50. So, Skywalker Dad, is that another sponsor, or are you giving a super lock, or what's going on?
Yeah, I'm not sure here.
Phase auto detonate your ship.
Once again, there's just a lot of mayhem.
Oh, and you should wait to see where everybody else goes.
Well, he's gonna do that first, and then my TIE fighter's gonna detonate. Oh, so it's first this bomb.
Yeah.
Did you already announce that one?
Take
Take
3.
3.
I did. I'm just trying to figure out
So I take 2, and then Tom's blowing up.
And then take a crit.
what exactly that donation is for.
So they stay away from you.
Well, yeah, but nobody else is going to be.
It's already done. It's already done.
Crit,
It
and it's a
doesn't
crit
matter
under shields, right?
Oh, it's under shield. Oh, it's a direct hit.
Oh.
I mean, if you don't take Tom out early, he's probably going to
Under
win.
the shield.
He's changing the rules.
It's actually 2 different things.
And
Escape pod.
we are $1,430 out of our $2,500 goal, which
Wow.
is a big win
Yeah, seriously.
for the children.
Doesn't matter.
For the children, we're almost
We're not
there.
playing. We're playing.
There's no real rules.
This is not true second edition.
Okay,
Oh.
so the person, Skywalker Dad, doesn't have Twitch, but it's a sponsorship for the Pancreatic Pirate.
Sponsorship.
That's
Cool.
what those $50 are
So,
for.
okay.
That card counts as 2 damage.
Thank you for clarifying that, D. Arnold 315.
Sponsor for you, Adam.
Yes.
We have 3 sponsors for Adam.
It's not even
you
fair.
can't. You can only have one sponsor. Doesn't it say that? in the thing?
Now the sponsors have to outbid each other for who gets the sponsorship.
Oh yeah, because I can't buy like.
Okay,
375.
that would have been good to clarify.
That would have been good to clarify for sure.
Okay, so we got a clarification in that those 3 sponsors for Adam, and I did not realize this, or I would have clarified this sooner. But the 3 sponsorships, basically, if they have to fight for the right to be the sponsor,
$50 of fun stuff.
that, or you can just decide to give the $50 as one of the other
And I'm gonna focus.
upgrades that we had listed. So you could do like 3 hex bots, or you could do 5 super locks.
I like those hex spots. How much are they?
But I did not realize that you could not do more than 1 sponsor. So, just a heads up. There are 3 sponsors currently sponsoring Pancreas Pirate. So, I guess one of you has to outbid the others if you want the X-Wing swag.
Right in the middle. Like perfectly lined up with the middle.
But you have to do a choose speed maneuver.
Oh, we got some chatting in.
Okay, so gotcha.
It doesn't matter. It's not blue.
Gotcha, Banana Man.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so Adam, you have $50 of your choice.
Hex bugs.
Adam wants 3 hex bugs.
Okay, so it looks like 3 hex bugs are going to be put on the board.
That's amazing. Yes, Adam.
I love the hex bugs.
I agree with Adam. I couldn't be more happier than that.
Oh my God.
You could win what they win. See, there's always a way. There's always people.
I think we're ready to shoot now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So starting with Liam.
What about hex bugs?
So, John, the sponsorship
What's the whole?
gives you
To spend on whatever.
an X-Wing playmat if Bat Mandalorian or Paul wins. If he does not win, you do not get the playmat, essentially. But he does not receive $50 worth of stuff from that list. He just gains, you just get the potential of getting a playmat for sponsorship. That's how sponsorship works.
Okay. So I take a shield on that one because there's nowhere else for me to go.
Okay, so it sounds like Bat Mandalorian just took a shield.
Get stuck.
And there was a hex bug that just got stuck.
Okay.
Oh, it just got free. It's going. It hit the Bat Mandalorian.
Because you nudged it when they said that they get stuck. Oh, yeah.
All right, sounds like somebody's taking damage or not taking damage. I guess Corvanus took a shot there and did not take any damage.
Okay, then it goes to Tom, who's dead currently. Then Brady.
And it was just denoted that Tom is dead.
What did I do to you?
Yes, much salt to the wound.
Okay.
Rob and I are both at
because you got those things.
I'm gonna shoot him, Rob.
So they're just doing a health check right now, trying to figure out how much health Mandalorian has left at the moment.
Yeah, it would be good to know how much health actually for us,
Right?
because since this is a chaotic game, we don't have an overlay
I don't know who.
keeping track of all of everyone's health.
Right.
Spend it.
If I spin it, I can only roll 2.
Do it. Do it.
Because you took my lone wolf, or I could re-roll.
Rob, you want to make a truce? I can.
Oh, this
Nope, I
is
can't.
great.
Never mind.
Never mind. Can't
I
get it in
can't.
there.
I can't change.
So who's?
Result on
I'm lost. I'm trying to figure out.
To save 1, so.
So I know Mr. Fibble is defending.
2 damage.
He took 2 damage.
No crits. All right.
2 damage.
My
to me.
turn.
Oh, well, just it's my Beskar. There.
Oh.
Okay, so
That
All right,
works.
we're gonna go range 1 in here.
so there are little Beskar plates that they can run around and pick up,
You have all the dice.
Wait, do I get a
and
fire?
they're basically just extra health.
Oh, okay. So that's what he has.
Yeah, so he just discarded his Beskar instead of taking health. So if you've seen The Mandalorian, it's his armor that he's picked up.
That's right. Yeah, there it is.
And then
That
I'm
he
gonna
basically
save the target
had
loss.
someone
Okay, so hit
smelt him some.
The lone wolf.
I could probably get some.
Yeah, that's handy.
Well, there's another thing you can
Alright,
do.
so take two.
You can use like
So I need 2 damage.
we were talking, we want to do a 3 level.
Alright, thanks again for
yeah, like this, and then like
Okay, now I'm shooting back at you.
3-level
Yep.
back.
Tom is gone. Everyone just sort of ganged up on him. Nobody wanted him to win this event 2 years in a row, I guess.
This is true, and I actually just posted a picture to Facebook where I tagged Tom, showing him in his defeat.
Adam, you're up.
So if you guys want to go take a look at that, feel free. Just log into Facebook, and since Tom is tagged, you'll be able to see it. It'll probably be the first thing that comes up. It's a pretty great picture.
It's true, he has
He went out of his way to get that tiara for tonight, and look at how his family and friends repay him.
With mayhem.
Mayhem for the children.
Sorry, Rob.
They have 6 health though.
So someone's rolling dice. Oh, it's Adam.
Palpatine when I
Adam's
need him.
rolling dice. Oh, he's hitting Mr. Fibble.
Palpatine died. Palpatine got wrecked.
And Fibble is taking damage from his reaction. Ooh, ouch. I bet he wishes he had that Beskar back.
Weapons failure and major hull breach.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh,
Well,
weapons failure and major hull breach for Fiddler.
Mr. Fibble.
Fibble, sorry.
It's okay.
Same thing, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But for those of you who don't know, he's basically rolling less attack dice.
$20 and I'll launch an accident.
Oh my.
District Foundry. Look
Tom's
at him.
coming back.
Stab him in the back like Julius
He
Caesar.
was responsible by the Scots to come back in now.
Oh, he was sponsored by the Scots to come back in.
They donated $200. and
Holy
they're
cow.
So if he
Scots
wins,
honorary.
the Scot wins the prizes, but he's planning on sponsoring the
So-
Scot ship so that then he in turn can win as well.
Jason Scott has re-sponsored Tom, and Tom is going to come back on the board.
Oh my god.
TK127 found his second wind against all these Mandalorians. That poor little stormtrooper just couldn't cut it, and so he's coming back.
That is so funny.
Or no, you're
So I guess we're having TK127 come back on the board.
Come in here.
Where is he? Is he in the bottom?
Not
On the other
quite
side over
sure. I
here.
mean, we'll see that bright pink tutu very soon.
Alright, so this is the Scots siblings ship.
Okay. So Tom will actually be flying
I am flying for the Scott siblings.
for the Scots.
Yeah, okay.
So you're not flying the pink tutu.
Okay, so no pink tutu. So,
So okay, we misspoke there.
yeah, so Tom is basically just going to be flying as a proxy for Jason and Wendy Scott, who could not come tonight because of the weather.
I'm buying myself shields.
Yes.
Oh, and there's Bruce Wayne.
Buying himself shields again.
Oh,
Good thing that he's
wow.
has money,
I
right?
thought he wasn't buying himself shields, Fergie. That was a slip.
No, we know what he's been up to. We all know.
Is there a
We all
plan
know
in the
that's
chat?
Batman's only superpower, money.
Sure, Paul. Sure.
We all know that.
Not yet. Gotta buy yourself stuff like me.
Or, you know, just get that.
But yeah, so in case you missed it, Tom's not actually back in the game. He is flying the Scots, Jason Scott, and I think that's Jason Scott's ship right now.
Yeah, I
That's
think
not
you're
Wendy's.
right.
I'm pretty
I
sure
think
that's
you're right.
Jason.
Yeah.
So he's flying Jason Scott's ship at the moment since Jason Scott couldn't make it to tonight's event. So that's that green ship you see over there at that corner where Tom is at. So Pink Tutu is out for sure.
Yes. No pink tutu, and
Or
TK127 is dead.
Is dead.
For all intents and purposes. TK127 is dead. So what's the new designation for Tom?
I'm not
The
sure.
designation is the Tano. Oh, wait, I'm over here.
Tano. So the Tano siblings is the new designation or a proxy that he's flying under.
Oh, I guess they're
And
moving
we're
now.
dropping some bombs, so we should switch the view. And another proximity mine by Blackbeard Fett is entering the play area. But there's not really anybody who looks like they'll run over it.
Too similar to what I was
Unless
doing,
Mr.
it's like,
Fibble
oh,
decides to chase after him.
Just right.
And there he goes. Away from the Mayhem.
Staying out of the way.
Weakling.
He wants the Mando upgrade too.
Oh yeah, because you're on top of him.
Oh, you just flew off the board.
He's flying out of bomb space.
Oh damn! I didn't do that.
But he's flying into
I get both Mando
So it looks like
You can only
Gonna
pick up
redirect
one
it
upgrade.
back.
There's only one.
he might have gotten an upgrade from moving there. I'm not entirely sure. The table chatter is a little confusing, as usual. It is all mayhem and business.
There's lots and lots going on.
Which one am I flipping over? Oh, the lone wolf.
Ask the chat what I'm going to ask.
flip it over as needed.
Who are you going after?
Who am I going to?
So Tom, or Tano now, as we'll refer to him, wants a target decided by the chat.
Yes.
So if you would kindly decide.
Well, it looks like Tom's brother.
Well,
Doesn't answer for him.
unfortunately, Dan, unfortunately, he cannot do that. As much as I agree with you,
And then my chief boost.
he cannot do it.
Going to
Drop a bomb on yourself.
He's screaming expletives at you, Dan.
It was the fastest pirate ship that ever existed.
In the most polite of ways for the children.
Yes, it's so polite, so polite. No salt at all. No salt. I promise. No salt.
No. I have a feeling you're going to be hearing about this for a while, Dan. Just letting you know.
Oh, I'm sure he's well aware.
He's well aware. He's proud of
They are
himself.
siblings after all. I'm sure they. It's like a lover's quarrel almost, you know.
Where are you going?
Okay, so it looks like the Pancreas Pirate just went through a wormhole. He's gonna zoom around here somewhere.
Is there an award for taking the most wormholes here? Because the Pancreas Pirate would definitely take that.
Pancreas Pirate is taking
Because that's two,
he's
because I
taking
went
like
to that one, right?
6.
2 boosts?
Yeah.
That's because you're counting on.
Okay,
Hex spots, I
so
agree, Dan. We need more hex spots here on this board. Remember, it's just $15 to have some hex spots put in here. There's the list again if you need to see it.
have we seen
I have 4 health. but I have
blackout button used yet?
now, so-
Twice. What did it do?
So
I
at
guess you
the
could die.
beginning of the turn, they play when dials are down, and so it makes that player who pressed it immune to hex bugs, and they also get to randomly spin every other pilot's dial.
Whoa.
Yeah, so the 2 turns it's been used have been completely random, like.
And I've actually been
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't been bad, is why no one noticed.
Okay, so I guess the blackout button has been used twice already,
Same thing.
and we just didn't notice it because A, no one really informed us, and B, it was very subliminal, because I guess what they got to do is spin a couple of other players' movement dials at random, and they also got to be immune to hex bugs. So that's an interesting thing
I got a blackout button.
Yeah, good
for
to
those
know.
blackout
That
buttons.
Mandalorian got a blackout button.
Fat Mandalorian got a blackout button.
Oh boy.
We're gonna have to kill him.
Okay,
Is it from
so
himself, I'm assuming?
Yes. My ship is. I'm in my.
probably.
It's true. Bruce Wayne can fund himself. He's a self-funded hero.
So we still need a target for Tom if anybody wants to give Tom a target other than himself.
Other than himself, right. We need an actual target that's on the
Because he is
board
not
right now.
representing himself. He is representing a third party at this point. So it's not actually, he wouldn't be shooting himself. He'd be shooting his friend, so to speak.
This one?
Yeah.
Mr. Fibble.
Or you could just get some hex spots and let them do the work.
That too. That too.
But I'm actually not taking it because I'm flipping a damn card.
Well, you can
So
link
the other
it.
targets,
Oh, yeah, I'll link it. I'll link it.
Alright, link it.
Yep.
if you say Colorado one more time,
Yes.
Oh, no.
I got
Oh,
a
man.
Mando. Mando.
Wow.
A Mando, Mando,
so this amazingness you see before you is called Mandalorian Mayhem. And this is basically just a free-for-all where all these fire sprays are going around shooting the crap out of each other and just basically mayhem. So there's all these alternate rules and whatnot, and we're also raising money for Extra Life for our local children's hospital here in Colorado. And we do have a page that you can donate to. The link is down there in the bottom. It's bit.ly/Mandalorian Mayhem. And you can basically donate to the cause out of your good heart if you want to, or you can donate and give a random upgrade to a Mandalorian. If you wouldn't mind putting that overlay back up, then I can go back over some of those things. So basically, if you do decide to donate, you can give any one of our players one of these.
The right decision was to go after Tom.
And if you want a explanation about any of them, I am more than willing to give you an explanation.
Instead of doing it, you pick up your ship and put it down somewhere.
That's awesome.
And I do a 4 straight.
I beg to differ that Colorado would try to kill you. It's a human thing. Like, we overlaid Colorado onto this land, so I don't necessarily think it's Colorado itself that tried to kill you. I mean, maybe nature was trying to kill you, but I don't think it was Colorado. That's just me.
Yeah. Because it stresses you with the crappy
Okay.
That Paul shot though is really nice.
Is that everyone?
Oh, I get my lone wolf back.
Yeah. Thanks, Brayden. My lone wolf. I was looking around the EPTs. I'm like, oh, that's definitely the best one to take.
All right, and it looks like they're.
So is there a description of how Colorado tried to kill you? Like, I don't comprehend.
Put him down somewhere.
All right.
So it looks like they're.
Are you guys moving or on tiles?
We're shooting.
Shooting.
Tom is shooting.
I guess they're shooting. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be having this up.
So
They're
the
just taking their sweet
altitude
time.
did. I mean, you could go down to Mexico City and have the same problem, because it's also high altitude. That has nothing to do with Colorado.
So
Just saying.
So Jacob Slayer lore, what's the deal with the play surface? Why are there raised edges? Good point. Can you tell us about that, Sam? What's the deal with those?
So the hex box that you can basically buy will not run on the fabric. So they run whenever you buy a hex bot. Basically through donations, they will run the hex bot on the metal piece, and it will run willy-nilly until it hits something, and then it does damage to them, and then the hex bot gets removed, and then we'll put more down when somebody decides to donate for more hex bots.
That's true. So just $15, we'll put some more hex spots on the board so you can see it in action. It's actually really fun so far. My favorite part of the game tonight. Just seeing randomly Mandalorians just taking 2 damage is pretty fun. It's not just the dice tonight that's against them.
What does that do?
Doubles my evade.
Tom's always salty anyway. I mean, I'll play a match of X-Wing against him, and he'll just be like, "Your dice, you."
I will.
And the salt will flow through him.
Skywalker Dad says, takes a salt mine to no salty, D. Arnold.
Ooh, fighting words. Fighting
We got
words.
some family drama.
Okay.
Are you guys sure you're not the Skywalkers instead?
The Skywalkers. I certainly hope they're not the Skywalkers. I don't want to see Darth Vader in the flesh.
Oh, you say that, Sam. You say that.
I do.
But I know better.
Now, Darth Maul in the flesh, that would be cool.
And one crit.
Wait, does that count for
Pretty great.
two?
No, it's only evades.
Yeah, your asshole brother.
Oh my gosh, Stan.
Well, I guess he'll just have to come through the chat sometime. I'm sure he's got a free moment. He could come troll the chat.
Do it on his phone.
Liam's on fire right now. How much health does Liam have left? I have 6.
The Tano siblings. What did they do to you?
It looks like someone is taking out the Tano siblings simply because Tom
That's true. All right,
is flying them.
Well,
which
if
is amazing.
the chat hates him regardless of what he's flying
Right,
or
but-
who he's flying
But
for.
what did the Tano siblings do to them? Nothing.
That's fair. That's fair. It's just Tom's involved, so it's just.
It just
nah.
happens.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's just a thing.
It's pretty funny.
Okay, so on the right we have Bat Mandalorian up top, and then the Tano siblings is that green fire spray in between Bat Mandalorian and Blackbeard Fett. And then on the left side we've got the yellow, which is Pancreas Pirate and Mr. Fibble below the Pancreas Pirate. And then we have, let's see, the green fire spray. What is that green fire spray?
I can't tell lies.
Oh, that's Corvanus.
Not even for
Corvanus, Braden.
Can I lie
Dan,
for
so Dan, Tom is asking if he can lie for the children. Then yes, he will fit your demand
Hard
of
mode.
saying that you're smarter than him. But he says that would be a lie to the children, and he can't possibly do that. So my apologies, Dan. I don't think it's happening.
It's the spirit of Pardwell. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
five.
'cause it goes-
It's 5,
you
4,
go from
3,
6 to
2,
1.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
So
okay, got
how
it.
much health does everybody have?
Yes.
I have a shield.
We're gonna
and
do a
no
health
hull.
check real quick.
I now have 2 shields.
So Bat Mandalorian, shield and a hull.
2 shields,
Blackbeard
4
Fett, 6
I
hull.
have 1 shield, 1 regen
Pancreas
shield.
Pirate, 2 shields, 4 hull.
Also,
I'm not hearing anybody else.
TK127, I think, is up
I've got
for
6
action.
hull.
Okay, so then Corvanus has 6 hull.
We didn't do it last year.
She does like him.
So there's still quite a bit of health to go around. I'm really looking forward to seeing some more Mandos get eliminated.
I asked her last year and she didn't.
We got the district boundary saying this chat equals Tom's whole family. And I couldn't agree more. I think you're right, district
Also, I
boundary.
probably can't because of these.
It seriously just seems like it's Tom's family just debating
You probably
whether
can.
to help him or hinder him. They can't make up their minds.
If you win this, you just have to use it again next year.
Okay, but they're setting
That'd be a cheap knockoff.
dials down here real quick. So in the meantime, while we're waiting,
Yeah.
we can go ahead and put this back up.
Yes, and so these are the donations that you can give. So when you give a donation through the Extra Life Foundation, through that link at the bottom of the screen, bit.ly/Mandalorian Mayhem, you can choose a Mando of your choice, put that Mando's name in your text box or in the chat,
You're not even close.
and designate that it's for him,
I'm I won, right?
and then you can give him one of those 6 things.
Oh,
Basically, the first one is a super lock. He gets rerolls. Second one's a shield regen, more
One
health,
straight.
hexbot drop random damage to whoever's on the metal.
And oh, fuck.
I'm
No, you're fine.
losing it a little bit. On the metal, on the metal parts of the board.
Metal tray. Or
Right,
whatever.
metal
Let's
tray.
go
Thank
tray.
you. Yes, that's the word I was
Sorry.
searching for.
I tuned out there for a bit
So
as
then,
well.
then the $25 is a one-time hire a bounty hunter. So there's 2 bounty hunters floating around, and they'll shoot anybody that you hire to destroy. And then we have the blackout button, which just gives the player you give the blackout button to immunity to hexbots, and they also, God, there was something else they got, and I'm blanking on it. But then the last one, the $50 donation to a Mando of your choice gives you a playmat if they win. Gives you a 3x3 playmat.
That's right. So we are still taking those donations here. Let me take away real quick.
Yeah, Tom's been dead, but Tano is still on the board, and that is...
That's what I hear.
That's a lock on me.
So we got Dan asking, what have you sponsored 2 Mandos?
So
I took it at the very beginning of the game,
Braden,
we can't see each other's
the game show host, we'll call him, basically said that
Falls out for blood.
you can only do one sponsor.
That's true. I do have to. I'm trying to get after Adam.
Yeah, it's
Is it me?
All right.
yeah.
It's you, yeah.
Flip it
So
and
Bat
throw one
Mandalorian
forward,
claims
so
that he's trying to go after Adam, like he was sponsored to do so, but we'll see if he will actually do that.
Sam, they can sponsor another
Oh, they can?
Well, that's not already sponsored.
Okay.
Who's sponsored? Me and Adam?
Yeah, you and Adam are sponsored. So, I have been told that I should shut up and,
You just can't. You
Yeah.
can't have 3 sponsors for 1 pirate.
okay, gotcha. So, apparently you can sponsor multiple pilots.
You have 4
Uh,
players that can be sponsored.
You just can't have multiple sponsors for a single pilot.
I'm just gonna give you a shot.
Just sponsor everyone but Tom.
Burn. I mean, Tom's already off the board. Technically, if you sponsor the Thanos, he is not getting any prize support for if he wins with the current ship that he's flying.
Shields down already? You gotta roll for that.
Oh yeah, I do.
So the
Sam, if Tom somehow pulls it off,
Nailed it.
he wins prizes for the Scots. So if somebody sponsors
Right.
the Scots,
Right.
they would get that prize.
right. So technically, sponsoring Tom right now is sponsoring the Scots.
Just like
But what you can do is you can sponsor however many pilots you want. The ones who are currently sponsored are the Pancreas Pirate and Bat Mandalorian. Those are the only 2 current fire sprays that are sponsored.
Adam wants more hex bugs.
And Adam is bugging me and telling me that he wants more hex bugs, which I don't know why he's telling me. He should be sponsoring this on Facebook or something, like get out and. But
Sponsor
you
Mr.
can do both.
I agree with Adam, though. I would also like to see more hex bugs. Remember, if you want to see more hex bugs, just go to $15.
Mr. Fibble's yelling at me now. They're all yelling at me. They all want sponsors. Mr. Fibble.
True, everyone's asking for sponsors now.
Well, Batmandalorian already has sponsors. So Blackbeard Fett. There's a list of them on the Extra Life page if you want to look at that link. It has a couple tabs, and on the main page, the introductory page, it has all of the Mandalorian names.
Yes, you could still sponsor Adam, DJ Mel.
Mandalorian's taking a shot.
He's still in the game.
So Adam is already sponsored. The Pancreas Pirate is sponsored. So if you want to sponsor him, you have to outbid the current sponsor, which is $50. So if you sponsored Adam for $51, then you would overtake his current sponsor.
So 2 crits. Or a hit crit.
Okay, they're rolling some dice here.
51 is alright, but
Alright,
sponsor
so
like you're
I'm
mean
gonna.
it.
Can I roll a blue chance? I need a chance.
51.
I need a chance cube.
You gonna ricochet that at me?
Yeah, I am.
Although if you want to keep that sponsor, you should probably sponsor more than 51. Because then somebody's just going to be like, oh, whatever, I'll do 60.
So take a damage instead.
I guess I
You
need
need to take a
damage.
credit.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this is going towards you. Then I have to roll my defense dice.
Yeah.
Here you
Heroic.
Heroic!
Oh, we have 2 more hex bugs.
2 hex bugs.
Uh-oh.
2 hex bugs!
2 hex bugs.
And we'll let the
Oh,
hex
yeah.
bugs fly.
Yes, this is my favorite part.
Middle.
Probably
Alright,
not
and
here.
then
They're,
my turn.
they're rolling a die to try to figure out where
With-
the hex bug will go.
Because the hex bug will either spawn in the white one or the black one on the right. And that's what those panelings are there for, if you haven't heard that yet.
Don't go in there.
Okay, there's some hex bugs coming in. Oh,
Get him! Get him!
Get him to fake
Well, they've only got one target, and they just can't get there.
No, why would you do that?
Because I shot Liam last turn.
So?
So? Shoot him again. Let's be fair. We're gonna spend lone
no,
wolf
those
to
hex
reroll
bugs
that.
aren't going after anyone. So
And
sad.
then spend a calculate.
Oh, baby.
No, they just keep
Oh,
knocking.
got
Oh,
one.
it got
one.
it got the
Pink
Adam.
Matic-
No one gets stuck.
Yeah.
That poor pancreas.
2 shields, there go my shields.
Alright.
Are you
What are
kidding
the-
me? He's been super buffed all night. That pancreas is fine. He
That's
could eat
fair.
an entire
He's-
box of Krispy Kreme donuts tonight and be okay.
He's gotten a lot of insulin shots.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Yeah, well, they wanted TK127 off the board. He got ripped right off by that pancreas. It just came in and shot him full of insulin. Yep.
I got you.
And the pancreas pirate takes another 2.
Whoa, the hex bug hit a portal?
Yeah.
Yay!
So now it's gonna go through the
And
portal
it gets a
over there.
boost.
In the middle.
Oh!
Right, John, in the middle.
Hexbug portal to the middle.
Okay, so the Hexbug portaled into the middle. So
There
this
it
is what you guys are
goes.
seeing now,
Here it
ladies and gents.
goes.
Look at it. Uh-oh, who's he going to
Nom,
get?
nom, 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 nom.
Oh,
There it is.
got
We got
him.
the Batman
Got
DeLorean.
him.
Facing
Oh.
that way. I guess I'm just pointing that direction now.
And he also got him to point the other way as well. That was a strong Hexbug, man.
I don't think Batman DeLorean would agree.
So if you have one shield, then it's just one shield.
Yeah, it removes
Pretty
your shield
great.
or deals
Yeah.
So while
So-
they're debating what happened here, make sure that you look at what the donations are for right now. So just look at your screen if you want to donate for anything.
Yeah, that Hexbug was what we just saw go right across the middle of the board there. So if you want more chaos, we'd love to see some more Hexbots. You know, just $45 for 3 Hexbots seems pretty good. And it just randomly deals damage to whoever it touches.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Shoot him. I'm gonna kill Rob.
Oh, they're all just
I'm sorry,
they all
buddy.
want to kill each other.
Range 2.
It's mayhem. And we're rolling some dice now.
Yeah, now it's helping because you can't kill it.
After you
Like,
say, I didn't want to.
Blackbeard Fett took a shot at Mr. Fibble.
Me.
Got a hit through, I think.
Because I'm about to.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, range
Oh,
one
you
after
think I'm
bottles.
gonna
Tom is, or I should say Tano. The Tano
I don't think so.
siblings are shooting at Fibble probably because he's right behind the green fire spray there, which is the Tano siblings.
I'm going to spend a focus for 4.
And Tom rolled 4 hits for the Tanos. And
Somebody buy me nannies.
Rob. no, Rob. No natties. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did you do the death stick?
Oh my God.
Last turn.
So Paul, you're getting 6 hex bugs and a regen. I wonder who that was from.
I actually don't know.
That's not
What
him.
do I-
That was not me.
Oh.
One forward or
So
one?
how about that?
I have
So
6
yeah, we just got a
Hexbugs.
very nice
Behind you.
donation for 6
Somebody bought me
Hexbugs.
6.
We are so
Or they
excited.
just want them to go in.
This is awesome.
They just bought 6 Hexbugs.
I have a shield for Paul.
They bought a shield for me and then 6
And they'll
Hexbugs.
just detonate.
I'm so excited for these Hexbugs. Thank you, Mr. Anonymous or Mrs. Anonymous or Miss. I don't know.
Awesome. That's
Could be any of the
Could be
above.
anybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
We
It's
wanna see
probably
this.
Bruce Wayne's butler though, if we're
Oh,
honest.
God.
No, I don't think he has that deep of a pocket.
Oh, okay.
Speaking from,
Speaking from experience.
from a, non-biased third party.
Well, you would know best.
Alright, so somebody really bought 6 hex bugs?
Yes, six hex
So we
bugs.
have 6 Hexbugs coming in, guys.
He can blow it up immediately.
Stay tuned. This will be amazing.
Yeah, you just choose to blow it
Oh,
up.
okay. So you just blow it up.
How many people are going to take hits?
Me and Tom.
Huh, so it looks like Mr. Fibble's just gonna blow up. He's gonna shoot out his.
John, do you know where the other
So his ship got destroyed. Then he's gonna shoot out his little bomb ship that everyone gets, and then he's just gonna explode it right there and deal a crit to the Tano siblings, aka Tom,
Paul takes another crit.
or and Batman DeLorean.
No, it's a crit.
So
There's one hex bug. Here comes another.
there's going to be 3
Who's gonna
on
get
each one of
hurt?
those black ones. Let's see who's going to get.
Oh.
Someone took a hit.
It didn't hit you actually.
Oh, didn't it?
No, it hit the Z.
There goes the hex bugs. Whee!
Uh-oh.
That one in the middle is just
Just. Oh my gosh!
Pancreas Pirate.
Look at all
Hit the
these.
Pancreas Pirates for sure.
It is mayhem.
So that's 1 damage to me.
Yeah. Or 2 shields.
And we are less than $1,000 away from our goal of $2,500.
None of these have hit the Tano Mandalorian
Oh
ship.
my God.
It's impressive. There's been 3 in there.
And that one's stuck now.
And they're
it
stuck.
looks like that other one is as well.
Wow, Tom did
Tom's
not take any
lucky.
damage.
The Tano siblings are very lucky.
So we're on dials.
Very lucky indeed.
Wow, I'm actually impressed
Last shield regen.
at how little damage was given out of that.
Dan is so unimpressed.
We're going to see where the last
Right?
hex bug goes.
And the chat goes wild.
They just keep getting stuck.
We have Coach in the
Oh.
chat now.
Oh, you mean that that guy that you tabled?
That was so long ago. Let's not talk about it. I think we're good now.
Oh, there. One got Tom.
Someone got him.
After pull
I
out,
had stuck it, so
He says, ouch.
Yeah, I went for the kill there.
Yeah,
I don't know whether to
seriously.
apologize or not.
He just joined us, man. We could have given him a little time to welcome him. But no, in all seriousness, you're welcome
Well,
here, Coach. and Cersei.
that is a
Congrats.
welcoming, though, isn't
That is
it?
welcoming, sure. That is a welcoming. He would like to know where to throw his money at.
There is a link down there at the bottom, bit.ly/Mandalorian Mayhem. Just let us know in that either in the chat or in the donation itself, because you can write the name.
yeah, I'm my zero for
Oh yeah, see, Coach recognizes you now.
There he is.
So it would go to Rob, but now it goes to
Huh. For some reason, it's not in the transition to the other screen.
All right, Coach, you've entered a family affair because this is the Arnold's +1, I guess, now at this point. Because they all ganged up on Tom and eliminated TK127. He was the first elimination. So you missed out on the whole beginning mayhem.
Yeah, just put it on the rock. It's fine.
But it's never too late to join the mayhem. So, let's see, I think Corvanas hasn't gotten any donations, and neither has Blackbeard Fett. So either of them could probably use a donation if you want to go for one of the underdogs.
It's close enough.
You could do the Pancreas.
Did it.
He eliminated Tom, so if you like that, then you could donate to the Pancreas. And then there's the Mandalorian, who's just sort of in the fray.
So what did Tom do?
50 apiece. Well, let's see that donation and then what you want it for. So if you'll pull up the overlay, Fergie. No, it doesn't. Oh, there.
This one.
There we go. Okay, so that's what you can donate to. The Super Lock, the Shield Regen, Hex Bots, which are just random damage to a lot of people. And then you've got one-time hire a bounty hunter, which is there's a couple bounty hunters on the board just flying around, dealing out some shots and damage. And then there's a blackout button, which just gives players immunities. And the $50 donation there is at the bottom is basically a it's a sponsorship. So you can sponsor one of them, and then they'll give you a playmat if your sponsor wins. And you can sponsor as many of the Mandalorians as you want.
So first,
That being said, each Mandalorian can only have one sponsor, and currently Bat Mandalorian and Pancreas Pirate have been sponsored.
Oh, you can see Tom's tiara from there. Tom, stay there for a second. Look at that. Look at that tiara. He bought it for tonight, and his whole family got him out within like 30 minutes. Poor Tom.
Well, I don't feel too sorry because he did win last year, so.
That's true. That's true. But still, he went through all that trouble.
Tom, the batter banana says you're beautiful.
Now it's at. Now it's at. I'm one, aren't I?
No worries, Coach. We'll leave up that overlay for a little while.
No, it's 6, 5, 4. No.
Let you guys decide.
You're just 6. So you're 1 now.
There's also a list of the Mandalorians themselves on the page. The link to that Extra Life page, that bit.ly/Mandalorian Mayhem, has all the Mandalorians that are in the fight, minus Tom, because Tom is out. Although there is the Tano siblings. You could donate to the Tano siblings. They are... Tom is flying proxy for them because they were unable to show up.
No, actually, no. It's actually... Adam, how much?
Oh, so Fatter Banana is asking if anyone has used the blackout yet.
So yes, both the blackout buttons have been used. It kind of flies under the radar when they use it because it's kind of weird what it does. But basically what happens is it gives them immunity to hex bugs for a turn, and then it also allows them to change the maneuvers that their opponent is doing. It basically puts the maneuver at random for the other ship.
Circumcised is asking, what donation will make Conley suffer the most? Emotionally, of course.
Emotionally. Well,
Wow.
I don't know if Conley is attached to any of these players emotionally.
This is true.
Conley isn't even playing currently. I think he's busy overseeing the epic event that is happening here, the X-Wing epic event.
And boost.
Okay, so the two players would be Corvanus and Blackbeard Fett. And then
Well, I guess we're just gonna.
if you want to specify what they get, can you put that overlay back up again, Fergie? Cool. So there's your options for what you're giving each of the players.
So who needs more of a boost right now? Coach is
Me.
Pancreas and Brayden? Oh, Brayden for sure. Okay.
So it's definitely Corvanus needs help.
Got it. Okay.
And then
I have 2 health left,
Everybody's in trouble here.
and I'm gonna die.
well, I guess everybody's in trouble.
Everyone's in trouble,
Everybody
Coach.
has very little health,
Time to
so
play Kingmaker.
Brayden might win it just off this turn right here.
It's just because he won't die.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna
Well, he's getting up to 2 bounty hunters.
everybody has like 2 or 3 health left. So anybody,
It's true.
anybody
Alright.
could die.
And
This
it's about
round.
to happen now, so I'm going to take off the overlay real quick.
Is it combat phase now?
No, now it's bounty hunter movement phase.
It's the bounty
Oh,
hunters.
bounty
Yeah.
hunter movement phase.
Okay, so the bounty hunters are moving. The 2 random bounty hunters.
So they're gonna go.
Where are they
I
anyway? Can
think
we?
they're on the side over here. Let me show you.
Oh yeah, so they're being picked up. Yep, and there they go. There they are, right
Oh.
on to Brayden. Poor Brayden.
Poor Brayden.
Corvanus is going to get lit.
They shoot first.
Now it's combat
No,
stuff.
it's- well, the bounty hunters shoot first.
Yeah, bounty hunter shoot first. So
What about the bomb?
The bomb.
Okay, so the bomb. Can we go back?
That was fun. Here you go.
Okay, so something just got removed.
So here's
And I'm
the
out
blue
of these
bounty
now.
hunter.
Man, the bounty hunters are killing it.
Ugh. So they're shooting Corvanus or Brayden, and these are the Mandalorian bounty hunters.
These bounty hunters are solid.
Wow, they are rolling nothing. They're rolling crap.
Right.
So one hit you.
And then
Now
Dan Arnold
you
is
are
wanting
sent
to know,
into
does Pancreas have a bunch of shield regions left?
This one, that one, or the other.
So, right? I think they've been shooting at him.
Yeah, they have been.
Yeah, I think he's used them all.
Yeah.
He's hurting again.
That's pretty good.
Let's see.
Join us.
So those who haven't been sponsored,
It's
anybody,
beneficial for him.
but let's see, the Blackbeard Fett hasn't been sponsored, and the Tano siblings haven't been sponsored.
The big card, yeah. Yeah. The spirit.
Did Brayden just get eliminated, or?
No,
Brayden
no.
got knocked into a portal.
Okay, so Corvanus got knocked into a portal,
Done last turn because when Brayden was 6 because it was rolled a 5.
and he's trying to figure out where to go, I guess.
I don't know how many people are going to be alive after this turn.
Do a double boost or single?
Come out another
Yeah, so Corvanus, Blackbeard Fett, and the Tano siblings haven't been sponsored yet. Those are your 3 options,
Stuff I can do. 'cause
Pancreas, the spirit of Port Wolf.
unless you wish to outbid those who are currently sponsored.
Damage card. Face up.
Also, you probably can't see this.
That was mine.
Ah.
So I gifted it.
Oh!
Okay, so
Cool. Just going to join us in here.
The ones out there.
We're all going to die.
Let's see what's happening here.
This might be the last round.
This might be the last round. by
Brayden
the
is
way.
getting $50.
Hey!
Who's sponsored?
Co-
Brayden.
it's not a sponsor. It's just
And we have another
He
one.
gets to do $50 with
Yes!
whatever he wants.
Pancreas Pilot, 2 shields, 2
Two
shield
shields,
regions,
So I get 3 mega locks.
3 mega locks.
You
Yeah.
get your locks now. My locks? Yeah, you get one
Fergie,
shield.
can we go to the extra life page, please?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
He's got an upgrade.
But it's a
I need to see Coach's other donation.
You can have
Blackbeard.
Oh, Blackbeard. Okay.
Does Jinx prevent
Blackbeard is also getting $50 worth of stuff
Yeah.
that he
Oh, yeah,
gets to
that'll
split
Jinx will
up.
prevent that.
Okay.
It's in range.
Okay.
Oh, it's on range 1.
So I'll get. Oh.
So you still get.
Oh,
So you can lock wherever you want.
Boop. Boop.
And then
All right, so we've got those last 3 donations, which thank you, all of you, Coach and Dan, for giving money to Extra Life.
For Brayden, yes.
Alright.
Wait, yeah.
Oh, I think lots of people are dying here.
And then I got 2 more shields.
I might zero.
Apparently
so
lots
down
of people are going to
video.
die here, according to Batman DeLorean.
One of these
So
is
stay
dying, You're
tuned.
gonna blow up and kill me anyways.
I mean, Batman-Lorian himself might get
Because
eliminated.
I have 1 health left.
He has 1 health left, in
Oh,
case people were
jeez.
curious. If you have any...
Target lock.
Oh, God.
I don't think anything's going to help him
Yeah, I
for the
don't think
current
anything
round.
could help him right now.
So once after shooting finishes, I think that's when the current donations take effect.
So there's gonna be a hex bug.
And
because
Liam,
you got hit by
don't
a
forget
Batman.
about your $50.
That's harder. So I need someone to
Okay.
hold one in each corner over there too.
Oh my god.
This one?
All right, so all the players know of those current donations, and they are trying to figure out which things they want to do.
Black out at this turn.
Oh, and here go hex bugs.
2, 4, 3? 3 of them. No, there's 4.
Alright, that one hit Tom.
Okay, so Tano took one. Oh, Pancreas Pirate took another.
So I got
Push the bomb into Adam.
I lost my shield.
Oh my god, that last one almost got Tano again. Oh. And then the Pancreas Pirate took the bomb because the
Wow.
hex bug shoved the bomb into the Pancreas Pirate. That was hilarious.
That's so funny.
Wait. How much health do you have left?
3.
3.
Who else needs the damage?
This was a big one.
That was pretty great.
We're figuring out what Adam needs. Adam needs at least 1.
Okay, so
I'm going to make
After-
1 crit.
Oh!
they're all just, this is just bloody mayhem.
Count Dookuing, so one of these is going to be a crit. So I'm taking hit crit.
I get
over
choose
what?
which one.
No, it doesn't matter.
That one's a crit.
Take
Alright,
a crit.
so I take a hit crit. A hit?
Okay, so they're rolling for the mine.
Oh, thank God.
Stun pilot.
Alright, I have 1.
Okay, so Pancreas Pirate is down to 1 hull.
Oh, no.
Highest initiative right now.
So is Batman DeLorean. Unsure of where the others are, but they're at like 2 or 3 hull as well.
I think Crane's gonna win this by default. here.
Mayhem, the shield is my target lock on you.
Okay. Yeah, I have to figure out what to do with $50.
Well, you should regen a shield for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
forgetting the cost of everything, so.
Well, I mean,
So there's no healing hull. You can give him a shield regen. That's the only way he can regen his shields, or any type of hull at all.
But it can only be done 1 time per turn is the
Yep,
problem.
that is the biggest issue. So even if you gave him 10, he would only get it 1 per turn for the next 10 turns.
$50 to spend how you want.
But I can only regen 1 shield.
Yeah,
One
one
version.
per
But you can get a
But
stock
I'm pretty sure that you're gonna win this off.
because you're not taking
Is
damage.
Braden sponsored?
I'm regenerating
I don't think so.
No, Braden is not
Unfortunately,
sponsored.
Dan, there's no way to heal whole. That the shield region is the only one. We changed the
So-
rules a little bit from last year, in case you didn't see that.
Anybody wants to sponsor a ship, now would be the time.
This is true, 'cause this might be the last one. Who's gonna win this?
3 hex bugs.
What's Braden's name?
Corvanus, yeah.
Corvanus, it sounds like Corvanus is the most likely to win.
Put Brady. We know we're gonna go back
on.
on.
Braden, do you want the model back on?
Oh, sure.
2 hex bugs
So,
dropped by Liam.
Dan,
Dan says he's gonna sponsor the winner.
Uh-oh.
I love that.
better
This one hit Braden, right?
Yeah, one
better
hit
get
Brady,
that
one hit
donation in to whoever you think's gonna win. It sounds like it's Corvanus right now.
And him.
Tom just died, by the way. He took a hex bug.
So,
Hex bug.
So the Tano siblings are eliminated now.
One straight out the front. Are you guys
Okay.
range one of each other?
So the Tano siblings have been eliminated.
so we both take a crit on your shield, so I die. But this is still at the start.
Batman DeLorean died as well.
I'm still shooting.
Everyone still gets to
Hyperspace
shoot.
escape. Well, then how do you win? You either have to stay. If you hyperspace away,
Or
that's
stay
still
alive.
fun. You gotta play to win, man. You gotta be like a gladiator. Are you not entertained?
What is that? It's,
Yeah, I think that'd be a little too a peak, Skywalker Dad.
Okay.
But Braden's gonna win this on default here. No, you are. Okay, so Tom died.
Okay, so there goes the Tano siblings.
Tom detonates.
He's
That's
dead.
something Liam's gonna
Tom's
crit.
dead.
I'm gonna pop Liam
No
range
more
one.
Tano siblings.
Yes,
For the
I beat him.
keys.
For the keys. All the keys.
Oh no, it looks like.
Wow, 3
Did you
crits.
get
Beat
anything?
him by like
Wow.
Oh, really?
Or lone wolf.
No, this is Batman DeLorean. Paul is throwing 4
I'm popping
hits.
into.
That's me.
into
Crap, well, so who's
into
Dan?
Blackbeard. Blackbeard Fett's just gonna eat it.
So Dan's taking.
Okay, so it looks like we have a sponsor for Braden's sponsored.
Yeah, so we were within seconds of each other.
So let's see that
Oh, is that double damage?
that sponsor. Who was it who sponsored him?
Zero. That's what Tom's
Zero.
talking about.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna. So I die now, and I'm
Although I
gonna.
put it in the wrong spot, so I think.
Oh my God.
So I die now, and I'm gonna deploy this back here and blow it up to deal a crit.
It was
to
the
Braden.
same minute.
Yeah. So who is that other? Who is that?
That's his brother.
Oh, that's his brother.
Direct.
This is Tom.
Direct hit to your
Oh, that's Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
His brother
jerk.
by second.
Yeah.
Oh, what a jerk. Oh my God.
Forward, deal
deal the crit to Adam.
Wow.
They all
Okay,
die.
so Dan, if you want to outbid your brother, you can outbid him for the sponsor. So you've already sponsored him $50. If you do another minor sponsor, another addition, you can
Braden's alive. Braden's
take the
alive.
sponsorship from Tom.
So Braden's still alive. However, there's a proton bomb next to him, so he might be dying here as well. Which is kind of great.
This is just chaos. This is.
Right.
I mean, this is Mandalorian Mayhem, and this is perfect for this. This is absolutely perfect.
Can Braden make it into the portal and get out so he doesn't get hit by that proton bomb? They're trying to figure it out.
Nobody knows.
Jack into the portal. Can I use the booster?
The booster.
No, you can't go out of the same portal you came into.
What? Oh yeah.
If your
So
ship's
Adam,
dead, it
if
doesn't
Adam
stop.
deploys, they're saying suicide.
Yeah,
shot.
there's.
Oh, can he come
They're-
out of this portal and then
They're
do a
trying to
double
figure
boost?
out.
No, because you only get
Oh,
double boost
okay. So
That is okay.
Dan has outbid Tom
Okay.
Oh, because he's going
for
through
the
that.
sponsorship.
You
Yeah,
can
you
do
get
a
a
double
double
boost.
boost out of here.
Yeah, you can.
alright,
It gives you momentum either way.
Wait, so he's not blowing me up then? Then I'm not dead.
We'll
yet. Hold on.
see. We'll see.
Adam's not dead yet. We gotta
Not
figure
dead
out.
yet. We're figuring
This
things
Foundry
out.
says that Tom needs to die a third time.
I don't know if I'm Braden for this.
That's pretty great.
Well, he's not getting a third ship, so
But he definitely died too.
Oh.
well, I guess that's a fourth ship then, because I forget that they get those little pod ships
Right.
that
that's
explode at the
No,
end.
triple boost.
Triple boost.
You don't get your ships
I don't
upgrade.
get that.
Oh.
Do it. Do it.
You don't have your upgrade.
I think you can get him though. I think
I
you're
think
gonna
you
be
might
real
actually be
close.
able to get him if you just do the double.
I mean, Adam when he dies is gonna go through this portal and blow up Braden anyways.
Okay,
So
so
we
that's
all
the
just
Blackbeard
die
Fett.
Anyways,
I don't think Adam can reach me from there.
he gets a double boost.
Yeah, but still.
Blackbeard
here,
Fett,
it's
and that's
basically a
his
five
end
straight.
ship, so it's just going to explode and deal some damage.
All right, everybody ready?
All right, let's check range.
You son of a bitch.
Me,
Ooh.
not
All right,
Braden.
so now
So
Adam
now I
dies.
die.
Okay, so now the Pancreas Pirate is
Adam
out.
deploys his
He's
ship.
officially dead.
Right, deploy your ship.
But he did some work today.
All right, so I deploy
That
my guy
Pancreas
here.
is in, well, was in good condition.
As far forward as you
When
can
does your proton bomb go off?
at the end of combat.
Boom.
So now the Pancreas Pirate is deploying his ship.
I can choose
Everybody just
And Braden technically was
Wait.
one.
Well,
So,
if you die in the same
Adam,
round,
is
though,
your,
it's gonna
uh,
go to the back.
Is your small ship
Between
down?
4 people. Between
Five
5
people.
people.
Everybody
Is your
who's
small ship
alive,
dead
who's
too?
alive
No,
just
it's
died.
deploying here.
Except
Okay.
me.
He went into the portal.
Okay, I see.
One straight.
I don't know.
Okay, so Adam's deployed small ship is at the top
Five-player game,
of the board. Ah, and here it comes. Comes into view.
It's 3 rounds.
Here he comes.
so it's quick.
So he's going to go kaboom right there.
Boom.
Alright,
So Corvanus is going to take a crit.
there is 2 damage.
Well, but there's a proton bomb going
Oh,
off
so you
too.
die anyways?
He's dying anyways.
Oh, no.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
Alright, everybody dies, and now what time is it? Game of Sabak.
8:22.
So Corvanus just
You guys
died.
call. What do you guys want to do?
So everybody literally died. That whole turn was just death. It was pure death.
Alright, let's play a game of Sabacc.
Wow.
Now we're playing Sabacc.
So I
True
guess-
scum style.
So now they have to play Sabacc
Sabak.
to determine a winner.
Yeah, that's what happened. Was there
Can I
anything
still
else
buy
I could
hex
do with
bugs
my
for
$20?
Sabak?
Did you take a shield already?
Yeah.
Wow. In true fashion, it explodes into nothingness.
And then proton bombs in first edition go up.
So it was just a cascade of bombs that just went off. So one Mando died, then his bomb went off, killed another Mando, which sent his bomb out, and then that guy, his bomb killed some other ship, and it just cascaded into a bunch of explosions and just eliminated everybody. Everybody died.
Okay, we're seeing if Brandon actually survives.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
So we're trying to see if Brayden actually survived.
Coach sponsored him with extra funds that allowed him to buy stuff that he hadn't got.
Life support.
Oh.
But yeah, that one doesn't do anything.
Well, you'll get it.
And we are close to our 2,500 goal. We're at 1840.
No. Everybody just died stuff once. We all killed each other.
And if you do want to give any donations, we'll still take donations. I don't think the donations are going to affect the game anymore, unfortunately. But we'll still take donations
Brayden is the Mandalorian.
at that link at the bottom of the screen, bit.ly.
What's
that?
Brayden is the Mandalorian.
Braden is the Mandalorian. He's the last Mandalorian standing before all the bombs went off.
Right, we all could have done that.
That's too
all
easy,
died
man.
anyways.
Yeah.
That is fair.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and win.
Mayhem?
Oh yeah. Here's your.
So are we
Yeah.
streaming?
Did I use more than you?
If you like,
Yes.
Make sure and
Why don't you
wave to
explain the
everybody up
rules?
there.
I don't even know the rules. Do we have a rule sheet?
No.
I'll explain it.
So it looks like we're gonna stream the Sabak game to determine the winner now. And I have the rule book here.
Rob, are you playing too?
So the objective of the game is to score as close to 0 as you can with the cards that you are given.
One of the rules of Sabak, the main thing you want to do is get as close to 0 as possible. There's
And they're going to clear off the table here as they let some hex bugs run around.
and there's a couple things you can do. So you can perform
So
a draw,
they're explaining the
draw
rules.
action when it becomes your turn.
But basically, it's sort of like poker, but instead of wanting a high hand, you want a low hand.
Next thing you can do is swap a card with the top of
Anybody?
the top of the discard pile.
If you can make an announcement,
Or
anybody that
you can
donated
just
$50,
say-
give me their address and I will get them a set.
I'm not going to do anything and keep it.
So if you'll notice those nice green Mandalorian templates on the right side, they're in the black bin right there. Fergie's putting her hand next to it there. So if you want those templates and you have donated $50 or more, you need to send
On our turn,
your address to John Conley and he'll mail them to you. But I don't know. I need to figure out what medium to get addresses through.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not sure.
Let me. I don't know, because I don't know if you guys
So basically,
know John Conley or
has
not.
pips on it, if it's white with pips, that's
Let's
just the amount
see.
of that.
What could
All
I
you have
do?
red is
I guess
the
you could put it in the Twitch chat here,
color cards
No.
but
that are
that would be a
red.
bad
No,
idea.
please don't.
That's
Um.
a Sabak card, which is equal to 0.
So what are the diamond ones or the triangle ones?
The shape doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's just the suit.
Okay.
Tell the
Yeah.
And we're
tell
just
the
trying to get to
viewers I'm
0
going to
after
be
3
setting
rounds.
up the fire sprays in the center, and they each get one vote on who they think is the best modified
Is there a hand
fire
limit?
spray.
Okay.
No.
John.
But yeah, 3
All right,
rounds.
so at the moment, we're about to put all the fire sprays in the middle, and we're going to have you guys in chat take a vote on who has the best design and best overall look. All right, so that'll be coming up here shortly.
You roll that.
Okay.
Or send you a message.
After everybody's gone, so after you go, you roll
Okay,
that, and
sure.
if you roll doubles,
Okay, so there's a couple options. Yeah, so Facebook message John if you donated more than $50, or you could Facebook message me as well, Samwise. If you search Samwise Shepik, SHEPIC, you can send me a message, and I'll make sure that that your information is given to John Conley, and he'll mail you a set of those nice green Mandalorian Mayhem
Here's the top one,
templates.
discard pile, which is a 0.
Oh, I know Coach's address.
So John's standing, and he's seen your message. So
Basically, you just want to get as close to
Ask
0
Coach
as
where my
possible by adding
Soontir
the
is.
crafting.
Coach! Hey, Coach, where's my Soontir?
The combination of cards might be a tiebreaker.
let's see. So those fire sprays that have been put on the board.
So that's
There's going to be some sort of voting. Let me clarify with Braden really quick.
And the red value is 7, 8, 9, 10.
What did you? I was trying to figure out the thing with John when you were
Alright.
Oh, I was
talking to me
just
about
saying,
fire
how
sprays.
people in chat. They
Right,
get
so
one vote. How many
I go
viewers
first.
do you have?
I have like
You go
about
last.
so that's
7 or
a
8.
zero, right?
Okay, yeah. So each person gets one vote, and then highest person
I'm going to do nothing.
gets an extra prize.
Okay.
To the best.
Okay. Do we have a piece of paper and a pen or something?
Sam, if somebody donates over $100 to the pirate ship, they get it.
Sure. We're gonna do.
Okay, so there is a voting thing for these fire sprays here in the chat.
Next year. Take that back. We're gonna do an auction next year for the ships.
Okay, so next year it looks like they're going to do an auction for the ships.
So I'm going to go first. I'll just.
We're just voting. Okay.
So you can draw from the top, or you can.
If you
We're still
do,
voting.
Or you can discard.
We're still voting for these just now. Which one's the better looking?
okay, so
Gets the price.
that person gets a prize. Okay, cool. So the other thing that we're doing right now is you can vote for whichever Mando ship you like the best.
So if you want
The
to risk
ship
trying
with
to
the
get that
most
and get
votes
swap, then it makes
gets
it
a prize.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if you want to vote in the chat, just tell me which fire spray you like the best. Okay, so the pirate ship gets one.
So you're swapping?
So
I mean, it looks like Skywalker said pink one.
green dots are positive.
Dan
red-
said pink.
red-
Oh,
there's other
now
stuff.
you guys vote for
resurgence.
pink?
Green symbols are
Right.
positive, red symbols are negative. You're trying to
A change of heart, I see.
It's 0.
Look at that. Fatter banana as well.
Oh, really? So 3 votes for TK127, 1 for the pirate ship.
Just as long if it's black.
Okay,
So that's a
so
positive value.
it's only for Alex, of course.
What are we trying
For
to
Alex.
You're trying to get as close to
For the kids.
And the kids.
That's a positive next year.
Cool. So I'll just wait for a couple more minutes, see if anybody else wants to vote for their favorite.
Yes, please. If you want to go ahead and look at those
And then who-
Mandalorian ships on the middle of the board and pick your favorite one and write it on the chat, please, at this time, so that that person can get a prize. And by that person, I mean that person flying the ship. We're just voting.
So we swap with
And then also, let's see.
You can swap with that one, or you can discard and draw.
So you have to discard.
Or you can just
or
draw.
you can just.
So far, we just have 3 votes for the pink Mandalorian and 1 vote for the pirate ship.
So you can draw.
Where's the love for the rest of the ships, guys? Come on.
So he went. You went. Yeah. So you got a question. How much money did they have to donate for your ship?
I guess we're not doing that.
Yeah, that's for next year.
That's for next year? Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. So we're still waiting for a couple more votes, maybe, potentially?
Yeah, no, we still have time. They still gotta finish their game of Savok.
Right. They're explaining the rules, and I was going to explain the rules, but
But in the meantime, just make sure to vote for your favorite Mandalorian ship up there.
I'm swapping for that.
Oh, take that.
Just type it in on the chat, and we'll take your vote.
There's 4. Yeah. I just read them. They're not complicated. So that's.
can I see the rules when you're done?
So I discard. Hybrid is based on the hand you have. Sure. Sam. So I discard.
I just wanted to see the rules when you guys are done.
You're drawing the deck. You discard that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get the rules from them when they're done looking at the rules and learning the rules, so that I can explain what Mayhem is. Thank you. Is happening here. Okay, so as I said before, they're basically it's like poker where they're trying to get as close as they can to 0 with their hand, and there's I guess a bunch of different cards here. Oh yes, adjusting the camera. making it pretty.
Yep, there we adjusted the camera so you guys can take a look at each ship in more detail. Look at that. Every single one of the ships you saw tonight.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, there is just a lot of combinations here.
Yeah.
There's
Make sure
two
to pick your favorite. Oh, sorry. You're still talking about Sabak.
Oh, yeah,
My
I am
apologies.
talking about Sabak, yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. There's only 2 suits. I guess there's green, which is positive, and red, which is negative. So you're basically just trying to add things together. And then there's a couple zeros in there as well. So this is interesting. I've actually never had the chance to play this or see it being played. So this is kind of cool. I must admit, this isn't as exciting.
Yeah, no.
Not doing anything.
There's basically with the Sabak game trying to figure out who's going to get what for prices. But in the meantime, you guys can go ahead and take a look at these beautiful Mandalorian pieces for today. Like Fatter Banana said, the pancreas one just looks so good. Adam was saying that he spent all night working on it, actually. And just the creativity behind it is hilarious. And the googly eyes, of course, because Adam.
Of course.
And googly eyes.
He also took his pens, too, for his insulin shots and put them on his fire spray as well, which is just, that was a last-second addition, and that was just absolutely hysterical.
Yeah, no, it's pretty great. I mean, every single one of person here. Look at the pirate one, for example. It doesn't even look like a fire spray anymore.
No,
it's been modded to oblivion.
It's definitely a seagoing vessel.
Yeah, on the top left corner. And then there's Batman DeLorean on the top right.
Sexy, sleek black look there.
Oh, yeah. Bruce Wayne.
And then Corvanus in the bottom left. His bio is very in-depth, so if you like a good story with a good bio, I would definitely check out that Extra Life page.
And Coach here, you saying, good night, guys. Good job. Always a great time with the Mayhem event. Let John know his soon tier is on its way. Again, great job. Conley says, about time, Coach.
Yeah, well, you need a rematch.
But thanks. And yeah, hopefully we'll get a rematch someday. It has to happen. Let's stream it again, too.
I'll watch that match.
I'm actually not sure if you got the poster that I sent him from Europe for sponsoring
Oh,
us.
Braden is asking me if you got a poster from Europe from him. If you're still there. I know you were about to leave, but...
I pass.
Oh, yeah, Coach. So, yeah, Sam was asking you. Did you get that poster from Braden that he gave you last year, right?
Yeah.
Sponsoring the winning ship.
Sponsoring the winning ship.
Mhm.
A regular deck of cards. That's fair.
Did you ever get it?
He's
saying what?
That means no then.
I'm guessing that's a no then, Coach.
I'll have to send him something.
Okay, well, it sounds like you're going to get something in the mail from Braden.
Yeah,
Alright,
so
so
I did not understand. Because I would have just taken the 8 and had 1.
You're at negative a lot.
Yeah, I'm in negative a lot.
Oh,
11.
there you go. He said yes.
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go. Cool.
Great.
Rob's been getting his ass
He's glad to hear it. Gave you a thumbs up. Thank you, Coach. Have a great night. Thank you for joining us.
the savant of everything else.
Not quite 0.
You've been playing the wrong game the whole
No,
time.
you win.
No.
Son of a
Okay,
bitch.
so
Why does
because
he
I
have
Why
have
did he win?
I have a stronger 0.
Yeah, he has a higher value.
Oh.
So he gets second.
Okay. Son of a bitch.
You
Rob.
actually,
He says, thank you.
Got it.
All right.
All right.
Good night, Coach.
Good night, Coach. And everyone else that is still here, make sure to take your vote on your favorite chips from the ones above. Just take a look at them. They all look very pretty. Everyone took so much time to make sure they look great.
So it's
So far, we have 1 vote for the pirate ship and 3 for TK127, Pink 22.
Adam and then
That's too many.
Oh, man, Sam.
I know. I'm just terrible.
I just love puns, though, so it's okay.
The terrible puns. You can just write them down, tear them off a sheet of paper, and hand them to your friend.
I do not.
They're still working on the Mayhem here, at least with the Sabak Mayhem anyway. They've not decided a winner.
you want it in the name of the skull.
I mean,
So Tom gets
Braden
7,
won.
I get 6.
So Braden,
like totally.
so
I don't know
Braden.
about
Tom still
Sabat. I
got
forgot.
Okay, so does he win the event
Technically, I
then?
went out before you.
Right, but I got last. Braden won Mandalorian Mayhem.
So Braden won So Corvinus won Mandalorian Mayhem.
Yep.
So that means that Dan is the sponsor. So there.
Yep.
Cool.
Braden won overall.
So then, are we just gonna cut the stream here then?
We're finishing up. Yep.
Okay.
Thank everyone for watching.
Thank you guys for
Donating.
making this event happen, especially with all your donations and all the extra stuff that you threw on the board. It was a blast watching it unfold before our eyes.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us here, Adam, who set this all up.
Yay.
Brought back to
Well,
Dallas, back.
I set up the
ghost
stream.
back to Dallas.
You
Well,
set up the
you
stream.
Set up the stream is what I meant.
Braden, thanks to Braden for setting up the rules and the board and basically directing traffic on the rules, and for Conley for basically putting together Walker Classic, because this is the 3rd year of Walker Classic. So without him doing this event in general, there wouldn't be a Mandalorian Mayhem.
Alright, Braden, come pick out Matt.
All right.
Oh, we're doing a picture.
Well,
video.
thanks
And
everyone for watching.
Yep,
We'll be
thank
back
you.
tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow at what, 10 a.m. or thereabouts?
8:30, I think.
8:30?
I believe it's
Okay.
8:30.
So we'll see 8:30 for X-Wing tomorrow morning. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for watching.